Axia Spirit, good combo obviously. They can follow up with something else, but well, it's probably just going to be an offlane Daxia on his own, and then Earth Spirit will be that roaming hero, start up in the mid lane, go down to the bottom lane quickly, and then just, you know, put pressure with that Iron Shell. So we'll see if that is going to work out. Terrorblade gets banned out by the side of Cloud9. Team Empire themselves. You play against Luna, Rubik. Disruptor must be one hero that either you want or you want to ban away from the side of Team Empire, as that is a hot pick as well. Ogre Magi that gets removed. Decent position 4 hero if you do have that position 5 support bitch Rubik, so that is an option. Bloodlust is always good on right-click calls after all, so indeed, could be a thing. Cloud9 as well, the next ban. Terrorblade was the first one. The lifesteal is still a little bit annoying for the Lunin to deal with. Obviously, the Eclipse doesn't really work on him. And even though you don't have the Slaughter Infest Bomb, you do have an Earth Spirit that you could play around. They'll go for the Slug instead. Another hero that is very annoying for the Lunin to deal with. You can't really hit him that often, so very, very, very annoying. Alrighty guys, Nyx Assassin does get banned out by the side of Team Empire. And Cloud9, what is the second phase pick going to come out with from you? No Nyx this time, so they can't go for that fancy, you know, team fight heavy Nyx Assassin, blink initiating, go in, get some nice impales off, scout out nicely with your invisibility. Let's see what else they can get. What is available? Bat Rider is still in the pool. Would be an option. Sand King is also something they could play around. Ember Spirit gets picked up first though, as that is going to be Mr. Baby Knight playing the Ember Spirit in the mid lane. Good hero with the Darkseid of course as well. Iron Shell makes the Ember Spirit very strong, so I'm not sure if this is a good or bad pickup from the side of Cloud9. If anything, it's a decent deny pick since the Ember Spirit works so goddamn well against Luna, especially with the Iron Shell. And the difficult thing for the side of Cloud9 now will be that the Earth Spirit can put a lot of pressure on the Ember Spirit in the mid lane. They could go for the Shadow Fiend on the side of Team Empire. Shadow Fiend, Queen of Pain, they have a lot of options for their mid lane that can be very, very powerful against the Ember Spirit, as, you know, Shadow Fiend just automatically should win that matchup, especially when you have Earth Spirit to help you out. We'll see. Disruptor gets picked up by Team Empire, that hero was talking about. So Wombo Combo is going to be the name of the game for the side of Team Empire. Vacuum into Wall, into the Static Storm, the Magnetize from the Earth Spirit. They have so much teamfight damage already on their side. And Cloud9, well, apart from the Eclipse and the Remnant spam from the Ember Spirit, it is mostly just about picking off people at the moment. So if they want to get a hero that fits that in the offlane role, the Bat Rider is still in the pool. Doesn't lane that amazing. Well, it lanes okay against the Disruptor Earth Spirit. It is not the worst hero in the world. The Glimpse can somewhat disrupt the lasso if you are fast enough, but obviously the Glimpse does have a couple of seconds of activation time depending on how far you have to travel. So it's not really the best hero against Bat Rider, but it is not that bad. We'll see what happens though. Cloud9 with the next pickup. Support hero for them. Oracle. Okay. I like that. I like that approach. Good against Darks in the lane, obviously. Very much limits his laning presence. You have that Fate's Edict as well for the Disruptor Static Storm. You will not be able to deal with the silence, but at least you can make sure that no one dies in the Static Storm unless there's multiple heroes stuck in that. You can purge away the silence from the Earth Spirit. You can even purge away the open wounds from the lifesteal. So there's a lot of purposes for this Oracle in this game. There's so many small things you can do with it. So it pretty much depends how well Cloud9 can value which spell to take away, which spell to focus on. We'll see. We'll see. I also like it, especially with the Ember Spirit and Luna, because none of these heroes in the early fights really need to hit that much. They just need to go in and show off their ultimates and their other spells. So disarming them with the Fate's Edict doesn't really matter too much if you can make sure that they don't take a lot of damage because of that. So it's very, very nice. Alchemist gets banned out by the side of Cloud9, expecting a big hot pickup in the mid lane. And Team Empire, what is their last ban? This requesting a offlane hero on the side of Cloud9. The Bat Rider, like I said, is in the pool, but I'm sure the Sand King is maybe a little bit more scary to think about. I don't know. Omni Knight is an option. Yeah, Omni Knight is actually probably Omni Knight and Legion would be the two scariest ones now that I think about it. As the Omni Knight, obviously he can lane against the lifesteal pretty nicely. He has his repel available, so he doesn't really fear a damn in the world. And with the Ember Spirit, it's very good to have that repel available. Maybe not so good with the Oracle already being in place. You have that magic immunity hero. You have a lot of defensive heroes already on the side of Cloud9 with the Oracle, so picking up Omninat as well may be too defensive, but it is an option and would be a good laner. Legion Command as well, like I talked about, a hero that Cloud9 they have played around a lot in the past, so they could follow up with that. It's the classic pub pickup at the very least against the lifestealer. One of the few heroes who can deal with that lifesteal in the lane, because you can just purge away the open wounds slow, so you don't really care too much about the lifesteal's presence. And Team Empire, their last pick would be what? A mid hero. The Shadow Fiend is in the pool. Omni Knight does indeed get banned out by Team Empire. They do not want to play against that. So I imagine Cloud9, they will go for the Legion, if anything. And Team Empire, Shadow Fiend or Queen of Pain, if that is any of those two. I'm pretty sure the Shadow Fiend still just looks very, very strong right now. Good in the lane against the Ember Spirit. Even more teamfight power. That also means that you don't rely fully on the lifesteal to do a lot of right click damage in the game. You have a secondary core who can scale up and get a lot of damage going. So I would be surprised to see anything else but the Shadow Fiend. Alright, OD. A hero that, well, we haven't seen yet today, but most of the time it's been banned out as well. OD still very strong, good against the Ember Spirit in the mid lane. Decent against the Luna if you get enough farm, but the issue is that obviously the OD needs to be able to hit the Luna, and most of the time when you get close enough to hit the Luna, you will be purged, you will be controlled, you will be killed very, very furiously. He lanes well against the Ember Spirit though, should have the upper hand in the lane, and well, defensively you also have some good spells on the OD. The Astral will be able to save anyone who gets focused on by the Ember Spirit. You can use it on yourself if you're in trouble from that remnant spam from the Ember Spirit, so I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. Good setup as well. Astral into a stone kick, into a roll from the Earth Spirit, into a potential static storm from the Disruptor. It can make Ember Spirit's life very, very difficult if he just gets Astral and static storm instantly after it ends. Cloud9 though, last pickup from them. They need that damn offlaner, and well, Legion Commander, like I said, this is like the hero I was expecting, and I guess the OD does kind of screw with those plans, as Legion Commander is not as amazing against the OD, since you can just Astral someone who gets dueled, and then that is not going to be happening, so they will go for something else instead, and they will go for the Faceless Void. Very interesting pickup. Not the greatest lane on the wall against the lifesteal. He does have some issues going into this lane, but we'll see if they can manage to work it out. They could even send the Oracle to the offlane with the Faceless Void. In that well, I guess he doesn't know. What am I talking about? I was gonna say you can send the Oracle to the offlane and then he can purge the slow away from the Void, but the thing is you have to have the Oracle in the safe lane with the Darkseer, so if anything you have to move the Rubik to the offlane and help the Void a little bit. That is not really the best dual lane in the world though, especially if the Earth Spirit rotates to the top lane, so we'll see. We'll see. Team Empire versus Cloud9 is happening now though, guys. Let us see who can beat who. Alrighty guys, we are in the game, we are ready to go, and everything is set, everything is going. A little pause coming out, hopefully nothing too big, as the two teams is ready to go. Faceless Void though, guys. Did anyone ever expect to see a Void again? Faceless Void offlane, our old nightmares when that thing was happening a lot. Anyways, it is back right now for this game. it's kind of difficult to not favor the Empire draft right now, though, because the Faceless Void seems like one of those like last resort kind of picks in the offlane. It just feels like they didn't have that many options, and the options they did have was like, well, you can go for the Legion, but the duels will be difficult because of the OD. You can go for, well, what was else, the Bat Rider, but like, you know, it's not really that amazing a Bat Rider game against the lifesteal in the lane. He does nothing, and overall you do have issues if you ever get vacuumed by the Darkseer or you get hit by the Earth Spirit Stone. The OD can again save people defensively from the lasso, so it's like the best of the worst situations, I guess, from the side of Cloud9 picking up this Faceless Void. We'll see if it is going to be able to do enough in the game to have an impact. We'll see. It's a very, very greedy pickup, as normally the Void is like one of those heroes. If you don't have a decent amount of farm, you don't tend to do that much. So they need to find a way for the Ember, the Void, and the Luna to get their items online. And as for the Empire lineup, well, Darkseer, he's a strong laner. He'll be able to find his farm no matter what. They will shut him away from the lane most likely, but if he starts in the jungle, gets his level 3, level 4, whatever, then moves into the lane and the Earth Spirit joins him, then, you know, it should be fine. They can put the pressure they need on the Luna, and, well, he still gets just the same items as if he was in the lane to begin with. Miposhka moving out, putting down a ward in the bottom lane very, very quickly. We did have the Oracle making a move down here, but he was not fast enough to actually pop that smoke from Miposhka and see him or anything like that. Not that he knew that he was there, but if he popped the smoke, at least they would be able to deny that ward. Not really happening right now, though. The Oracle is just putting down the lane ward for himself, as in the rest of the map. We do have mid lane, high ground ward for the mid lane, and that is that. Top lane, we do have the Faceless Void moving up. He wants to plant a little ward for himself. The lifesteal is in position, though. He does see that this happening, and they do know that there's a ward up here. They will ping it very furiously. The Disruptor is like, I'm coming, Chabby, please calm down. No need to shout at me. Don't shout at me. I'm just a support. Don't shout at me. The ward now. Alright, and the Disruptor will be the one picking up that little extra gold. Also the, well, the lifesteal will leech a little bit of like the experience, but they get some experience, they get some gold, you know. It's always some lovely stuff there. The Earth Spirit will be blocking the mid lane most likely. Oh, it looks like he's moving down bottom, as the Darkseer will help by blocking the mid lane a little bit. And the OD shall go into his own lane. They will block efficiently everywhere they can. Darkseer will now move into the jungle slowly, as he does have that stout shield. He could go into the lane as well, but I mean, well, I guess the most normal thing to do would be make 2 iron shells onto the creeps and then just go jungle. So you put some pressure on the first creep wave, but you don't really like overly commit for the lane. You just force them to use some mana. You force them to try and poke at the creeps a little bit. And you can see the Earth Spirit is going to start in this bottom lane. He will try and leech a little bit of experience with that iron shell, as the Darks in the meantime, he will just reside himself in the jungle. He doesn't want to be anywhere near the other heroes, you know, he's going to have fun here. The Earth Spirit in the meantime in the bottom lane may be punished for this, as he showed up in the lane, and this is not a lane you can show up and survive in, as he will only be able to leech 1 single creep experience, and, well, he will die instantly. First blood goes to the side of Cloud9. So maybe not the perfect greedy situation from the side of Empire. In the meantime, Faceless Void in the top lane. He's taking a lot of harassment from this lifesteal. Sure, he does have his Time Walk available, but as you can see, Chabby, he can easily trade hits with him. He went for that Orb of Venom as well, so he wants to be as aggressive as possible against this Void. The Void does have a decent amount of experience going his way, though, as, you know, a little bit more than a creep wave going his way. He's almost level 2 as well. Miposhka, he is hiding himself in the bottom lane. He wants to be able to leech as much as possible. This time, he just wants to make sure that they can't see him. He took away, well, did he? No, he didn't actually get to see that lane ward, as he guessed they had one, but didn't find it. In the meantime, in the jungle, Darkseer is being contested. Roll comes in on the Oracle. This is not the place for you to be, Oracle, as he gets stunned up. He gets controlled. The Iron Shell comes down. They will be able to get the kill, as Miposhka will get the finishing touch. So 1-for-1 trade-off so far on the 2 teams. Top lane, the Void will have to go back defensively. Maybe he'll go and just poke for that shrine, as he doesn't have to use all of his tankos instantly if he uses the shrine. Indeed, he will do that. The Disruptor is moving himself towards the mid area. He will just pick up the rune, and that is an Invis rune. So maybe they could set up on the mid lane with him and the Earth Spirit, Potentially. It is an Ember Spirit, not the hardest here in the world to kill, especially if they set up with an OD Astral. So far, last hit wise, the OD is not that far ahead of the Ember Spirit in the mid lane, you know, 8 for 7. That's not really the biggest difference in the world. The Ember Spirit does pop his Flame Guard. He will be Astraled up, controlled. Denies comes out, just a little bit annoying. Searing Chains comes out as well. FN will take a lot of damage on this OD. He will be forced back a little bit. Miposhka moves down to the bottom lane again as the Darkseid is not going to be in the lane. He's level 3, yes, as Iron Shell level 2, and they want to start putting a little bit of pressure onto this Luna. And indeed, the Luna is feeling the pain. He does have 3 lasts so far, 16 lasts versus the 13 from the lifesteal. The Void is sitting on 9 lasts as well, so he's even with the Darkseid in terms of getting lasts on this Faceless Void, doing okay for himself. Alright, with the left coming out onto the Earth Spirit, he gets controlled, he gets Fortune Sended, they want to kill, roll comes out, he does get the roll away as they tried to tank it, but they were not quick enough to get in front of him. In the meantime, the Darkseid is going to be a little bit in trouble. He did use the Surge on the Earth Spirit trying to help him, and he may end up losing his life. Looks like, oh, he barely gets the heal off with that Oracle heal. It takes in, and he will survive. Both him and Miposhka gets it out of there, as it looked like Miposhka was ready to just go in and tank the death, but didn't have to happen. Top lane, they do get that glimpse back kill onto the Void in the meantime. So Empire, they get themselves another kill. Alright, let's take a look at the net worth lead right now. Nothing changing the two teams. Both teams just last hitting evenly. There's 1 kill more on the side of Empire right now. And Miposhka, well, he's getting some levels. He's level 3 right now. Not leeching the most efficient way, but at least he's not making he's making sure that Chappie is not losing levels in the top lane. The Disruptor is not leeching anything whatsoever. He's getting levels through just pulling the jungle, picking up boundary runes and whatnot. So Chappie should get a decent timing on his level 6. Looks like it, at least that way. Holes in the bottom lane as well. They want to make sure that, you know, everything goes that way. The Luna is level 4 right now, a little bit behind off the Lysel in terms of levels, 1 level behind. Meanwhile, the Oracle rotates to the mid lane. He may try and just, you know, leech a little bit while the Ember Spirit is not in the lane. The Ember Spirit did go into the jungle a little bit. Doesn't like being against the OD too much. Alrighty. Level 4 Darkseid. Not really that many levels in this guy, and surprisingly, the Rubik is level 4 himself, as he's been pulling a little bit. He's sitting on 8 lasts, courtesy of those pulls, and managing to be on the same amount of levels as the Darkseid is quite surprising. But, well, Cloud9, they're doing well for themselves on the supports at the very least. The Void in the top lane, almost level 5 as well, so even though he did die, it is still going well for him. He's getting some last hits. He's having more last hits than the Darkseid as well, because the Darkseid is kind of walking back and forth between the lanes. They had to fight for their lives a little bit, so in that time, obviously, you don't get too many kills. Now top lane, he does time walk himself away. He's forced to do that, but he tanks so much damage. He needs to be very careful mid lane. We do have Empire grabbing another kill as they set up and they kill this Ember Spirit in the mid lane. Disruptor grabs the kill. Bottom lane, the Darkseid knows that he's alone right now, as he did see the 2 supports moving into the mid lane, so he knows he can do whatever the hell he wants to. He's going to be getting as much experience as possible. Will be denied a lot because of this Luna. 19 denies, that's quite a lot. As I guess that is why the Darkseid is not sitting on too many levels. He will try his very best to secure his farm, but it's not going that well right now. Not going that well. Alrighty, guys. What else is happening? The Void still just leeching in the top lane. We do have the Disruptor in position. He does not have his Glimpse available just yet, so he can't really do anything too fancy. There's a ward spotting out the movements of this Faceless Void as well. They know that there's no shrine available for him to heal, but he'll just go into the jungle, maybe hit a little bit there, pick up a boundary rune, go back to the lane, whatever. Bottom lane, we do have the invisible Earth Spirit with an Iron Shell moving around. They did have a sentry down here, but they didn't actually see him. They will force him to move into the area now. They will see him. They will go for the lift. They will try and control him. Eclipse comes out, and Miposhka will be taken down. As a very nice bait from the Rubik there, just accepting all of that damage. In the meantime, in the mid lane, they do kill the OD as well. As Baby Knight, with the help of the Oracle, gets a kill. That top lane, every single lane does kills at the same time as the Faceless Void will lose his life to Chappie and the Disruptor. They get another glimpse after the time walk, and they will be able to secure the kill. Kills on every lane at the same time. That makes it very hard for me, guys. I'm sorry. Can't be everywhere. Where's the tri-lane cam when we need it? I don't have that. Why don't I have that? Alright, bottom lane, they do have that double Iron Shell action moving in. The Oracle is down here. He doesn't have that much mana to work with though. So let's see if they can indeed get some kills. The Oracle is just leeching as much as possible from this little camp, making sure they don't get the maximum amount of value. Top lane Chappy is putting a lot of pressure on this. Faces what would you have Pashka being found by Babynut. Babynut moves in. He does tank the roll as well. They will lift him up. They should be able to bring him down as the kill goes to the Luna. Babynut secures another kill for that team. Nice little rotation. Alright. Net worth lead, experience lead. The two teams are so even right now. They're both pressuring the safe lanes as well. While the T1 Ton on the top lane has barely been touched because of the Faceless Void just always sitting there ready to tank everything, getting his own levels up and running. He does have his threats completed now, so he's not that easy to kill. Bottom lane, we do have the Darkseid moving in. We do have the Earthspit trying to make some rotations, maybe just on a mission to go in and grab the enemy's boundary rune. Looks like that is his plan. Babynut though, he's in here. He goes in, he grabs the rune in front of him. He will be able to stop him from moving. Pashka just goes to the TP back home as the Searing Chains came out instantly, so he will be able to survive. Ember Spirit will at least deny his rune grab. No runes allowed for you. Alrighty, the Luna does have his Helm of the Dominator completed, and well, probably the best creep I've ever seen following him around. Melee, a little melee creep. They did just they did take one of the melee creeps just so they could tank the tower a little bit, but hopefully he will find a better creep to replace this very soon. He is rotating to the top lane as this is an interesting move from the Luna, but if they can secure an early kill on the lifesteal, just pop a Chronosphere, get an Eclipse off, and then kill the lifesteal, that could be fairly big. So Chappy, he needs to be careful. There's no support heroes nearby right now. The OD is farming the jungle in the meantime. They are having all heroes on deck, as the Ember Spirit is also here in case of emergency. Chappy, he does instantly rotate himself away from the lane though, as they do have that ward. They do see that at least some creeps is moving in. They saw the Faceless Void, the smoke ended, so they saw the heroes as well. And for that purpose, Chappy does not want to be anywhere near that lane. Bottom lane will be pushed out by the Darkseid as well as the Spirit. They may try and look for a kill. They know that someone must be down here trying to leech a little bit. The Oracle is sitting in the jungle, hiding himself. The OD goes into the mid lane. Flame Guard comes out from the Ember Spirit, but the OD will at least try and pop that as much as he can. The Disruptor comes in as well, still not level 6, very close to it though. He does have the Glimpse available. Level 6 comes online right now. Static Storm is going to be a thing. He can go for it if he wants to. If he goes for it, doesn't actually get anything big off. Glimpse onto the Ember Spirit. The Disruptor survives in the backlines with 10 HP as the Oracle is not able to finish him off, and neither is the Ember Spirit. First use of the Static Storm though, not really that surprisingly big. Bottom lane, we do have the Chronosphere coming out from the Faces. One in the meantime, onto this Darkseid, very greedily sitting behind the towers, trying to push. They will get a kill on the Darkseid as Cloud9, they secure themselves another kill. Mid lane, we do have the ultimate coming out from the OD. In the meantime, FN, he tries to fight up against this Ember Spirit. He does get the Astral off, does he survive though? Looks like that is indeed going to be another very close survival, 40 HP on the OD, as he does get that Astral off in time on the Ember Spirit and survives. Alright guys, so let's take a look at the net worth right now. We can see the Luna is ahead, barely ahead of the lifesteal. We do have the first Infest Bomb brewing up as the Earth Spirit does get surged up. He was not really ready to go in though, even though they did have the vision, but that was just the Luna moving about. They don't want to just preemptively jump the Luna in case there's someone behind him. The False Promise is not available yet on the Oracle though, but you know, they can purge away the slow. They can make sure the Luna's life is not going to be that much in danger. Smoke up on the Earth Spirit as well. They lost the Iron Shell. They're still looking for a kill though. Can they find anything? They have a ward here spotting out the movements. They have one in the bottom area. They don't see the Rubik just yet though. They will move themselves into the mid lane. Looks like the Ember Spirit is going to be the choice of target. Another Static Storm is up and running from the Disruptor. If they can get the kill, that could be big. They roll in. Oh, they tried to hit Babynut. He's just ready with that defensive run. He will get the hell out of there before anything starts. And Cloud9, they will survive. Well, he stole the grip at the very least. I'm not sure for what reason, since the grip doesn't really do anything without stones. But, you know, it's a stolen spell. In the meantime, we do have the Earth Spirit jumping in. Oh, did he pick up the rune? No, he did not. Miposhki is a little bit in danger as the faces what is running him down. He did get that time dilation onto him. And the Earth Spirit will indeed be found and killed by Baby Knight TPing to this lane. So let's see the first couple of items coming online. Baby Knight, once again, he is actually going for his right-click build this game by the looks of things, as he does have the travel boots on his mind as the first big item, not the veil, so it must be another right-click Ember Spirit build coming out. The Luna is moving towards a Dragonlance, the Faceless Void, just some basic items. I'm sure he wants to go for either another helm, so they have two for some more creeps, or he will go for Vladimir's for the team. Maybe both. The Oracle in the meantime is, well, rushing towards a mechanism. Will take him a little while to complete that though. The lifestealer, top lane, he does have his armor completed. He is working towards an Echo Saber, as he's just getting as many small items as he possibly can before he can initiate. They don't have any Blink initiator just yet. Sure, they have the Earth Spirit, but again, it's not really the greatest initiation here in the world. The mechanism is soon up on the dark stairs. Well, he needs roughly 600 more gold. So that is the next big item they want to have complete on the side of Empire. They will move down to the bottom lane. They want to take the tier 1 tower as the lifestealer makes a rotation down here. The OD in the meantime, let's see, he does have his 4 staff on the way, so a decent item is on him. Miposhka does get another Iron Shield, does get a surge, they run into the Rubik. That is going to be a very, very easy kill, as Ghostig will pick up that last with the Iron Shield. The Faceless Void in the meantime, he is poking around, he wants to go in for Chronosphere. He will go in, he will get the Chronosphere off onto the lifesteal. He doesn't get the Disruptor though. He will be able to get the Disruptor kill though. The lifesteal in the meantime goes back in. Goes in, tries to get the Faceless Void kill. He doesn't have his Time Walk available for the next couple of seconds. They will keep him alive. The lifesteal pops over the vacuum wall into the OD ultimate. This is big. Cloud9, they lost 4 already as the Ember Spirit remnant themselves around. He does go back into the fight. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication from himself, but Baby Knight, let's see, he may survive. He's trying to just stay the hell away as the OD wants to get the kill, but he's not able to get close enough. They did get 3 very, very big kills with that vacuum wall into the OD ultimate, draining all of the mana, and they never saw what was coming for them. Very, very nice fight for the side of Empire. That is going to be all of that lead that Cloud9 have been able to muster for themselves in the last couple of minutes. Dropping down, Empire is now going to be roughly 1,000 gold ahead and 3,000 experience. As the first use of this lifesteal is going to be very big. He will almost finish his Echo Saber now. The OD will be moving closer towards his full Hurricane Pike. The Earth Spirit leads a lot of experience there. He's sitting on 800 gold right now. I imagine he'll go for something like an Urn Arcane's kind of build. Blink early is decent this game, but maybe not really the most important thing for him. The Faceless Void does get a kill in the top lane, as they do find a little initiation onto the Disruptor, just trying to leech some experience himself. And they kill him. They kill him furiously. Alright. The mechanism is up on the dark side as well. The blink is going to be the next item he wants to go for, so they are ready to just go for some fireman pushes on the side of Empire. They just need to continue using these infest bombs on the lifestealer, and they can play around Cloud9's ultimates. Obviously that Chronosphere was not really the most amazing one in the world. Didn't lead into an Eclipse, didn't really get a kill on the lifesteal. The only thing they secured there was, well, the lifesteal was stunned while the Disruptor died. That was pretty much what that Chronosphere was for, so not really the biggest one in the world. He will have the next Chronosphere up in 20 seconds. So let's see how Empire tackles the situation. T1 in the mid lane will be pushed down. They do have everyone here from the side of Cloud9 except for the Luna, who's just farming the jungle. Does have the Dragonlance complete now as well, so he's a little bit tankier. Ember Spirit does have that defensive remnant available. He will try and push down as much as possible. The OD tries to go in. They try to silence the Ember Spirit. They will get the silence off. They will go in. Static Storm comes out. The Ember Spirit takes a lot of damage. Face ED comes out onto him. They're trying to heal him up. He will be able to remove himself away as well. He does get glimpsed back into the midst of this, and he may be taken down indeed. He will drop down as the OD gets the last hit off. Chappie runs down. He wants to get the initiation onto this Rubik. He will be lifted up into the air first though, but he will drop down nonetheless in this Rubik. As that is 2 dead on the side of Cloud9. They get a Chronosphere off though. They get the Earth Spirit. They get the Disruptor. They've used their big ultimates now though. They will be initiated on. Vacuum Wall comes out from the side of Empire. They want more. They want more blood. They just need to get that slower from Chappie. He doesn't have the vision. He wants to just initiate and get it off, but that is an Oracle. Will not be able to do anything to him. Chappie will pop his raid in the meantime. The OD goes for the Sanity's Eclipse. Doesn't hit anyone though. 2 for 2 trade-off. Empire, they get a tower as well, so a very, very even trade-off. Both sides uses their ultimates as well, and looks like, oh, Ember Spirit goes in, tries to get a jump on this OD. He takes the haste rune. At the very least, he may try to go in aggressively, but no, he backs himself up. He knows there's a couple too many heroes on the side of Empire here, and they do have a shrine as well, so you don't want to fight into the shrine. Physical damage Ember Spirit though. Is he going back? Is he falling back to the old build? Yeah, he's falling back to it, guys. I'm not sure why he goes for the Trail Boots first though if he's going for the Veil anyways. It looks like he decided that the Veil is going to be the way to go. They do have the Lunar Eclipse obviously, so what's it called? Enhancing that damage from the Eclipse makes a lot of sense. Oracle's damage as well, like I always prefer the New Age build. I prefer the Veil build on the Ember Spirit. I just saw him do this in the last series where he build Battle Fury Crystallis like right click Ember Spirit with the Scotty, but it looks like he will go for the Spell Amp. Makes a lot of sense. I was scared though, I was scared. The Faceless Void does have his Vladimir completed now as well, so he will be able to buff himself up, and his team most likely will go for the Blink next so he can get some proper initiations with his Chronospheres. We haven't seen the best one so far. I mean, this one was okay on the 2 supports, but Empire was running them down anyway, so getting a 2-man Chronosphere is not that difficult in that situation. He needs to be able to get some bigger Chronospheres, like on the OD or on the Lifesteal when they're not using their defensive spells to set up for that Eclipse. Very difficult to do though. We do have the Invis Earth Spirit moving out. Oh, they find the Void. Can they get the initiation off onto him? They're trying to get a jump on him. They just need the right angle. They will roll in. They will get the silence. They will get the stun as well. And the Faceless Void should be taken down. He barely gets killed before he gets his time walk away. And the Void will be another big pick off to this lifesteal. He does have his Echo, his Armlet, one of the Mithril Hammers towards the Desolator completed as well. It will be roughly around 20 minutes he gets these 3 items completed. Barely behind of the Luna in terms of farm. The Luna is sitting on a Dragon Lancer helm, and the next item is flying out by the looks. It is actually a full Hurricane Pike for the Luna, which is decent. 4 staffs against lifesteal is one of those small items you very much want to have very quickly. And the Oracle, well, still moving himself towards that mechanism. He almost has it completed, so for an Oracle, he does have a good amount of farm. 4,000 net worth, almost doubling the net worth of the, well, actually, yeah, pretty much doubling the net worth of the Disruptor and a little bit ahead of the Earthquake as well. Alrighty, let's see, the Ember Spirit, okay. He bought a Null Talisman and then he decided that he's gonna go for the Battle Fury anyways. I'm confused, Baby Knight, I'm confused. I think he's confused as well, but I'm very confused. I don't understand anymore, guys. I'm not gonna make any calls on his items right now because he literally just bought an Null Talisman and now he's like, I'm gonna buy a Battle Fury. Now I'm gonna buy a Manta Star. In the bottom lane though, he gets jumped on, doesn't get rolled onto. They do have the stone available from this Earth, but do they get the stone stun away? The OD is chained up. They do have the Eclipse available from this Luna. They go in, they go for the right clicks. They just want to get the casual kill without using any big ultimates. They should be able to get this OD killed. Redmans comes out from the Ember Spirit in the meantime. Oh, the Earth Spirit does just juke himself around. Does go for the TGR. Does he get it out? He gets hit in the face, and the Baby Knight will be able to get a kill on the Earth Spirit. FN loses his life on the OD as well. They don't have to use any big ultimates either. That was the main part of this fight for Cloud9. They didn't want to use the Eclipse. They wanted to save that for a bigger fight, and they will be able to do that. 2-0 in the bottom lane. Very costly situation from the Earth Spirit and OD. The Lifesteal does have that Desolate out very, very soon. So the next fight is going to be with a lot of raw damage on this Lifesteal. The Disruptor, well, just sitting on a Cane Boost right now, some levels. Blink mechanism available on the Darkseer as well. The next item most likely will be that Pipe to block as much magic damage from that Eclipse as possible from his team. The Hurricane Pike is up on the OD as well, and he is very close to his Blink. Once that Blink is available, it will be a lot easier for him to go for those self-astrals and actually survive, as you can just blink away afterwards if you're fast enough. And, well, if you're fast enough and there's no instant damage, I guess that's the way you should say it. The Ember Spirit does have his Yasha completed now, so he is indeed going for Manta style. He wants to be able to deal with the silence from the Earth Spirit mainly. And, well, I guess you can also say the Lifesteal's open wounds can be purged away. That's a lot of small things you can purge. Interesting build, though. I mean, it's still an interesting build. Normally, you would be like, well, in this game, don't you rely on the Oracle? Just using his Fortune's End to take away this silence. I guess the Manta style is like, well, he will be split pushing alone a lot, so in case the Oracle is not around you, the Manta style is decent to survive. Alright guys, let's see, they're smoking up on the side of Cloud9, let's see what they find. Oh, a haste rune, that's always nice, as Luna will be a little bit faster. In the meantime, we do have the smoke being popped by this Rubik. They do see them as well, so they know something is going on. They could mistake this for just a warding mission by the Rubik, because he put down a ward instantly as they saw him. But we'll see if Cloud9 can make that initiation. They are trying, the Rubik is in the top area. They are gathered up in the meantime on the side of Empire, so they don't take any chances. They are on the high ground, they are around their own shrine, so there's no way that Cloud9 is going to be looking for this fight. So they'll just keep themselves in the top lane, they'll push it out, maybe try and poke a little bit for the tier 2 tower in the top lane, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, looks like this is now Empire's turn. They saw them, they saw where they were, they saw the Ember Spirit rotate to the bottom lane as well, so now they'll go for a little smoke play themselves. So it's actually just not even a smoke play, just a normal play. The Disruptor does have the smoke on him, but he doesn't need to go forward. They do find the faces void instantly. They get that first kill. The Darks in the meantime goes and gets a vacuum off. The Eclipse comes out instantly from the Luna. The Darks is taking a lot of damage, maybe burning down here. The Earth Spirit is also very low. The Luna doesn't get a kill instantly though. Miposhka, very low. Oh, the OD ultimate will remove the Rubik. In the meantime, the Luna does survive. Courtesy of that false promise, the Disruptor will be taken down on the side of Empire. The Oracle disarms the OD, just making sure that he cannot hit anyone. The Light still trying to heal up on the creeps in the meantime, but those creeps are a little bit too dangerous, so that is not really the thing that happens. 2-for-1 trade-off so far. Empire getting out ahead in this fight, but only barely. On the mid lane, oh, they're looking for something. Can they get the combo off? They go for the stone. They hit the stone. They get the jump. They kill the Ember Spirit. Next one is going to be the Luna. They do get the Fortune send off onto the Luna. The Oracle barely survives. 30 HP. As the OD could not get that kill that would actually, you know, kill someone. The Darks in the backline is slowed up. Not able to get the Surge wave. Courtesy of that time dilation. They don't need to use the Chronosphere from the Faceless Void. They just run him down and get a kill. So they lost the Ember Spirit and got the Darksy instead. Still a better trade-off for Empire though. Still a better trade-off for Empire. Oh. The Faceless Void could smell that. He could smell that Chronosphere, but he will be denied forever. Alright, let's see the items now. The Luna, Yash has completed. He's obviously moving towards a Manta style. The Ember Spirit does have that Manta very soon. Just needs that recipe gold up and running. The Faceless Void still not really showing us what he wants to go for, but undoubtedly must be either a Shadow Blade or a Blink. So 800 gold to go for that. The Rubik does have an urn. The mechanism is up on the Oracle as he's moving straight towards that Guardian Greaves pickup. Obviously you can't really fortune send yourself if you're silenced, so you need to have the Greaves. In the meantime, the OD does have his Blink, his Hurricane Pike. He's working towards his BKB. Once the BKB is completed, that's the moment where this OD really starts shining in the match. He is 2,000 gold ahead of the Ember Spirit. In the meantime, in the top lane, they do find the Rubik. This little gang squad, the Earth Spirit as well as the Life Stealer. The Ember Spirit does poke a little bit, but he's not really able to get anything off. They want to go for the Roshan now. One person dead is all they need. They see a lot of people in the bottom lane, the Luna pushing out this lane, so they feel very safe going for this Roshan play, and they should be able to bring it down very quickly. Alrighty. Roshan slowly falling. Sadly, the OD cannot use his Arcane Orbs anymore on Roshan, so FN on this OD. He's not really the Roshan Slayer anymore as he used to be. But, you know, shit happens. Patches come around, heroes get changed. Alright, so Roshan goes in favor of Empire. And now it's about to get those tier 2 towers for their side. Obviously both teams, they have taken all of the tier 1 towers away. No one has gained a tier 2 tower just yet. So that is going to be what they want to do with this Aegis. The Earth Spirit does pick up an Invis Rune. He could try and get a kill with that instantly if they use the Lifesteal and Fest Bomb again. Maybe they want to do that. Let's see, he does have a Basher flying out to him as well. So that is some more damage for the Lifesteal to bring around. Very close to the Luna in terms of farm as well. He's looking very dangerous as he does so much right-click damage at the moment. They are sending him in. They do have the Blink on the Earth Spirit now as well, so he can go for some better initiations. He's moving down the mid lane, trying to find something in the bottom area. There's no one down here just yet though, as the Ember Spirit is hiding himself in the trees. The OD does show himself, but I mean, the Ember Spirit can't really do anything about the OD on his own, so he will just have to stay down here for a little while. The Invis will end as well, and well, the Creeper Lane gets pushed out. Baby Knight may show himself down here though. That could be dangerous. He does show himself. They do see him, and I'm sure they will be moving instantly towards him. He does just remnant himself away, TP out and whatnot. He'll be fine. Top lane in the meantime, Cloud9, they're pushing it out. They want to just pressure this tier 2 tower while everyone is in the bottom lane for the side of Team Empire. They didn't see too many, but they know that, you know, something must be happening. Dyad goes for a scan as well. They will go to the top lane. Chappy pops out of the Earth Spirit. He's a little bit tired of sitting in there as he just wants to continue farming himself. Obviously, every single minute you waste in the Earth Spirit without getting kills costs you a lot of farm on the lifesteal, so he will just choose to farm a little bit more. The OD goes up top, and well, at the moment he one-shots every single illusion, so bye-bye Luna illusions. Until you have the butterfly, they are not looking that scary. Well, at the moment, I guess the next item will be the BKB for the Luna, just for a safety item, and then he will move into the butterfly, but we'll see. You could read the butterfly. It is very risky to do though, as then you just put all of your defensive faith onto the Oracle. You know, please keep me alive, I don't want to die. T1 on the top lane will be taken down. Apparently they didn't have that down just yet on the side of Empire, but they will have it now. Alright, they're rotating around on the side of Empire. They're smoked up, they're ready to go in. Let's see if they can get the initiation. They will go for the defense in the mid lane. They fortify, they go in, they get a jump on the Luna, they stun him up. Static Storm comes out defensively from the side of Cloud9. The Chronosphere comes in the backline. They hit onto 3 heroes. Maybe big enough, but the Luna's so low already. He needs to back himself up. They need to just escape as the Faceless Void will have the time lapse himself away. He will survive. They will get the TP out. Looks like everyone from the side of Cloud9 will live. Well, except for the Oracle. He's going to be the sacrificial pawn. They did use every single big ultimate except for the Eclipse though, as the False Promise actually didn't come out. So never mind. They used the Chronosphere. Still a very big ultimate to use. I mean, the Vacuum Wall is also a big ultimate on the Darkseer, but not as big as the Chronosphere, so they can still play around it. Magnetizes on cooldown, but they have the Aegis for around a minute, maybe 2 more. The OD does have his BKB completed now as well, so they feel like pushing, and they will be able to take the tier 2 down the mid lane very easily. Alright, steal from the Rubik comes out, just stealing an Astral. Obviously, he can use that defensively. They'll just back themselves up. The OD is now looking to get that Shiva's Guard online. Next big item, gets a lot of armor, so he's not as squishy against the Luna as well as the Ember Spirit. And well, the Shiva's Guard like AoE effect onto illusions is also great. What else? Lifesteal. Abyssal Blade will be the next item he wants to complete. He just bought the recipe as well as, well, he doesn't really care too much about having anything like buyback available. He just wants to make sure he gets his items quickly. The Darkseer is moving in towards that pipe as well as, I'm not sure why his wait, what? Oh, never mind, Greaves. I was like, what happened to his mechanism? Suddenly I was like seeing dark, but that's the Greaves being completed. His pipe is flying out soon. The BKB gets popped on the OD. We'll be able to get a kill on the Rubik in the meantime. His BKB will end very soon though. They may look to get initiation on him. He will blink himself away. He knows that he is a potential target. So the BKB will be a trade-off for the Rubik. Maybe not the biggest kill in the world, but at least he doesn't end up dying himself. The Aegis was still available, so I'm not even sure you had to pop the BKB there, but better safe than sorry, I suppose. The Ember Spirit is indeed moving towards right-click build, guys. So I was kind of right, even though he went for the 15% spell lamp. So it is a right-click Ember Spirit this game. Mantis Ult completed, so he can dodge the silences, and he's going for a Battle Fury next. So he wants to do as much right-click damage as humanly possible. The Luna is moving around. He will go for the Butterfly next, so he is putting his hands in the Oracle's arms, you know, just keep me safe, don't let me die. And well, when the Butterfly is completed, he will be able to man-fight both the OD as well as the lifesteal very nicely. OD is not a hero that is known to go for like items like MKB that much. You could go for Bloodthorn, but normally you want to go for like Shivas, then you want to go for your Hex. Nothing like a Bloodthorn or anything like that, so it's a very annoying item to be forced into to deal with evasion, but you may just right-click into death anyways. The lifesteal as well, not a hero that is anywhere near an MKB. He does have that Abyssal Blade completed. He could go for the MKB next, but I'm sure he'd rather wants to go for something like an AC. Would be good for him as well as the OD. Buff both of them up. Alright, Void. Blink, Vlads, nothing else on top of that. He's almost, well, he's pretty much 4,000 gold behind of the Darkseers. He's not really been able to get that many big kills going. He's not been able to farm that much. Well, when you go for Vlads plus Blink, it's not like you're farming that efficiently in the jungle, and the Luna is taking most of the farm anyways. The Ember Spirit is taking the lane farm, the Luna is taking the jungle farm, so there's not really much left for this Void to take. And the Luna, the butterfly will be out very, very soon. It will match the time where that Aegis is gone, so they could look for something big. The Ruby goes in, goes for the Ashfall, and the OD is like, get the hell out, man. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Don't try to kill me, I'll kill you. Oh well, he won't kill him, but we'll poke him. The Earth Spirit does have a medallion completed now as well, so more tankiness. Guys, let's see, the next infest comes out from the Earth Spirit. They do have a smoke available on the Earth Spirit as well. They're just waiting for it to activate as he had it in his backpack, and looks like they want to go for another smoke gang as 4-man smoke gang comes out. They put down a little sentry ward just in case there was any ward there, and they will move out. They will spot the Roshan action, just see what is happening. The earliest possible respawn time has already, well, it's in 30 seconds, so soon the Rosh is going to be up, an Empire that wants to secure themselves at least one kill before they worry about the Roshan. Bottom lane, there's going to be the full squad of Cloud9 though, as the OD hides himself behind the tier 2 tower, tries to see any kind of action happening. They have a lot of vision in this top area as they have a ward on the high ground, they have a ward in front of the base as well, so they know everything that's happening in this top lane, but they can't really seem to fight any heroes as Cloud9, they're all in the bottom lane. They're moving out here, they want to pressure the tier 2 tower on the bottom lane. They should be able to kill it very easily as the Luna just needs to walk in, you know, right click a little bit, and then the tower will fall down as it's already very, very low. They will continue going as they want to pressure for the high ground just to force back Empire a little bit. We'll see how well they do. Empire so far, they're only showing 2 heroes. They showed the OD, they showed the lifesteal, but that is the too many heroes you need to know where it is on the side of Cloud9. Obviously, the Earth Spirit could set up for a kill. The Darkseid could do the same thing, but it is not really likely to be happening. Top lane, well, bottom lane, sorry. We do have the tier 3 building dropping down to a little bit less than half HP, and Empire, they will back themselves up. In the meantime, the shrine will be worked on by Cloud9. That was the last tier 2 tower left standing on the side of Empire, so the shrines will be taken away. And, well, they could go for the top shrine as well if they wanted to. Looks like they may be thinking about a pick-off, though, as the Ember Spirit TPs onto the Hellbear, or onto the Alpha Wolf. They try to go in. In the meantime, the Earth Spirit does get spotted. They do have the vision of him. They try to get him killed. The Remnants comes out. They do get the kill. The Oracle, in the meantime, in the background will be false promised onto himself, as the OD goes in for. Chronosphere comes out, though. The OD will be controlled. The Lumen tries to move back. Eclipse comes out. He wants to do as much damage as possible. Vacuum Wall comes out. Is it going to be enough, though? The Earth Spirit and the Disruptor is already dead. Lysel still alive, still fighting. The OD goes in, gets the ultimate off, pops the Luna. That is a very big kill. In the meantime, in the background, we do have the Oracle dropping down to the OD as well. The Ember Spirit is fighting. He may get the Darkseid barely, but no, the Darkseid survives. The face is what blinks in. Time walks forward. He wants to get this kill so badly, but he will lose his own life. In the meantime, the Ember Spirit tries to run himself away, tries to get a jump on the OD. He will be the one getting jumped though. Vacuum back. Another hit flies out. Oh, the hit is like flying like a ball. The shrine gets popped by Baby Knight. He wants to get himself out of here. Will be open wind slowed by the lifesteal. Abyssal Blade comes out as well. A couple more hits is going to be all they need. All the searing chains though. Baby Knight, does he survive? Looks like they may be able to. Oh, they get it out. No vacuum. No nothing. Ember Spirit gets out. Survives. That's a very costly fight for the side of Cloud9 though. They lost the Luna, they lost the Void, they lost everything, and the only heroes that was lost on the side of Empire was the Earth Spirit as well as the Disruptor. They didn't get to use the Static Storm that fight, I believe. Actually, they got it off? I'm not sure where, though. I guess I'm just blind. I'm probably just blind, guys. Never mind me. Either way, mid lane, we do have the Ember Spirit. He does have that Battle Fear complete. He's working towards the Skadi. In the meantime, though, he may be jumped here. Vacuum comes out. Static Storm comes out. They don't get any big jump, though, as the Ember Spirit will be alive in the sidelines, and they don't get anyone vacuumed into the Static Storm, as that is not really the best initiation in the world from the side of Empire. Very much failed. They committed very heavily for that. Nothing came out in the meantime. Cloud9, they're smoking themselves up. They want to take this fight as their ultimate is going to be available very, very soon. The Chronosphere is back up in 15 seconds, Eclipse in 30. So if they can find a fight before the Roshan drops down, that could be big. They do have a creep in the pit as well, so they know it's not being attempted. Let's see though. Looks like they will go into the pit. The kinetic field just came out from the disruptor, so they have a little bit of breathing room. The next kinetic field comes out instantly though. They will be spotted out very, very quickly, as Empire will not let go of this one just for free. The disruptor takes a loosened beam to the face, and looks like Cloud9, they want to try and finish this off. We do have the Shiva Scout being popped by the OD. I'm not sure for what purpose, maybe trying to scout off for some hidden walls, but that was not really the case. Cloud9 will stop the attempt on that pit though. In the meantime, the Dire Scan comes out. They want to know if they're still in the pit. That is not happening though, as they will now move themselves out. The Lysel will go into the Roshan pit, just scout out what's happening. No one is there. See, the Darkseid does have his pipe completed now as well, so he does deny a lot of damage from the enemy team, and he can go for Shiva Scout very soon himself if he wants to. I guess this is maybe not the best Shiva Scout game though. They already have one on the OD, so maybe a Hex is more likely. The OD himself is going for Hex as well. 4,000 gold banked up on him. Chappie does have that MKB in mind to counteract the Butterfly from the Luna. And let's see, Disruptor blink on him for some good initiations. The Earth Spirit does have a blink and a Solar Crest completed. They now infest the Earth Spirit. He's ready to go in again as they want to take another fight. Their ultimate is available again. And let's see. They move in with the Earth Spirit. He gets chronoed up instantly with the OD in the back line. They try to focus him down. The Earth Spirit will be removed instantly. The Light Spirit comes out. The OD goes for the ultimate, pops the Faceless Void instantly. The Oracle drops down before he can use his false promise as well. The Ember Spirit will be the next one to fall, and they will lose no one as the Darkseid heals up the Earth Spirit barely. And they will survive. They will get 3 kills on the Cloud9 side, as the OD just has so much intelligence at the moment that the Faceless Void is so easy to kill. Goes and pop that ultimate, and he's just removed from the game. This is the power of the OD, boys. Alright, in the meantime, in the backlines, Roshan is going to be taken down by Empire. I don't think there's any way that Cloud9 can contest this. They'll have to just fight in the high ground. They don't have the Ember Spirit. They have the Luna, sure, but there's only so much the Luna can do. I mean, the Luna is the most farmed hero in the game, but it just doesn't really feel like the hero is here. The Chronosphere comes out, heroes drop down, and then the Luna's like, well guys, the fight is already over, I'm not really able to do anything. He does have his BKB available now, so it's a little bit easier for him to fight into the OD, and we'll see if it's going to be good enough. The Ember Spirit as well with that Scotty. He almost has it completed, does have 2 ultimate orbs on him. I'm not sure this right-click build is going to be the most efficient one though. We do see the lifesteal move up to the high ground. The OD does have that Aegis available. He goes and he gets the Hex onto the Oracle. The Oracle gets focused. The Oracle gets killed. That is 1 kill. He does still have that Aegis and the BKB. He will just back himself up with that surge from the Darks. He doesn't feel like using anything defensively. As the Solar Crest is on him as well. They will continue on the Melerex. Chappie will focus it down. Rage gets popped. He wants to get this as badly as he possibly can. If goes in, he does pop his BKB. He will be alive. He will back himself up. He doesn't want to pop, as the BKB being used means that even if he does have that Aegis available, he doesn't want to just miss it, lose it instantly, because they can go for an instant lift afterwards. So when you use the BKB, you have to back yourself up a little bit. Alright. Tier 3 tower got taken down by the side of Empire. The Shrine will be taking down the bottom lane as well. They could, well, they have already taken down the top one, so that is the last outer Shrine from the side of Cloud9. And they're just waiting for the next BKB, most likely from this OD. He may have to heal himself up a little bit as well. But I mean, I guess you can bring out some salves or something. And indeed, he's actually buying 3 salves. The Disruptor is buying 3 salves, actually. So King Isle's like, I'll heal you, bro. It's fine. I got this. I got this. You don't have to back up. I got this. Alrighty, guys. Lifesteal's MKB is completed, so his damage on that Luna is going to be very big. He goes into the mid lane, he gets a jump on the Oracle. As that jump is going to be a very quick kill. Very, very quick kill. Glimpse back. Oh, they see the Faceless Void. They get a grab on the Void. They glimpse him back, as they will be able to grab a secondary kill with that Static Storm. A lot of good vision. Does spot out that Void. Poor Void, poor Void. In the meantime, the Ember Spirit goes back into the base. Let's see. Melee racks will be assaulted again by the side of Empire. They want to take the first racks of the game. They will be able to take them slowly but surely. The Trembler is dropping down the backlines. Also, Astral comes out defensively. Remnants will not be doing too much damage from Baby Knight. He will run himself away. BKB gets popped by FN. He goes and he gets a pop on the Void. Instant death. As that ult does so much damage. FN does still have that Aegis available. He will lose his Aegis finally. But there was a buyback on the Void. He didn't get his chrono off. He got nothing off. In the meantime, the Life Tool is fighting up. He does have his Infest available defensively if he needs to use it. The Ember Spirit gets taken down. No buyback available on him either. As Cloud9, they're looking a little bit in danger. Chappie goes in. He wants to kill this Luna so bad. He'll not be able to get close enough though, as he will just force off himself away. Infest onto a creep. They will walk out. FN, he is still looking here. He's still searching for something. Go down to the bottom lane. They know with the Ember Spirit still being dead, they want to take another fight. In the meantime, oh, they jump forward on the Rubik. He tried to go in for something, but that is not happening. The Hex will be his death. The tier 3 tower on the bottom lane will be taken down as well. The Melirax will fall down very quickly as well. As FN goes in deep, he wants to get a jump on this Oracle. He will go and he will do a lot of damage to him. He loses the vision though, so the Hurricane Pike is not going to give him any easy kills. They will get the bottom set of frags though, as Empire will back themselves out. They've taken what they wanted. 2 sets of frags, 1 fight, buybacks forced out from the Void as well, so everything is just going that way. Net worth wise, they're now reaching a 20,000 net worth lead and 20,000 experience lead. They will even move themselves to the top lane. 30 seconds still without the Ember Spirit. They feel like gods right now. They want to play with fire. Chappie moves up to the higher ground, starts his work onto that tier 3 building. The Luna had to go close and actually use red clicks to try and force back this Lifestealer. The Lifestealer will use his Infest defensively. The Ember Spirit is back up in 15 seconds and they'll back themselves up. They just tried to poke as much as they could, and now they'll go back, pick up the next set of items, and then wait for the next Roshan, I assume. Chappie does have almost a full Assault Crest completed now. He will be able to pick it up very soon. Actually just buys it out straight up. Hero Spirit, well, Vladimir's will be picked up by him. Always a nice item to have in the meantime. The OD. There's Astral, a little creep there. I was like, is that a hero? That's not a hero. Either way, the OD does have full butterfly completed now as well, so he has evasion that the Luna will have to worry about as well. The Disruptor can almost pick up a full Academy Scepter as well, sitting on 3,000 gold. Darkseer does have a play mill complete, looks like. Is it going to be a Shiva? Yeah, there's a Shiva Scott. The Darkseer will pick up a Shivas for himself. And in the meantime, on the side of Cloud9, let's see, Guardian Greaves is up, nothing else on the Oracle. Blink Vlads on the Void, still nothing else. He had to use the buyback last fight, so he didn't really get any items from it. The Rubik does have a Blink as well, and the Luna is not really scaling that much either. I mean, the next item is actually an MKB, fairly big damage item to the Luna. For some reason, he's still the most farmed hero in the game, as I guess they're just giving him every single bit of farm they can possibly give. The Ember Spirit does have that Scotty completed now as well, so the Luna is still looking scary, still has a lot of items. He is 6 slotted, but is it going to be enough? As, I mean, we've still not really seen too much action from this Luna. We've not seen that much action. In the meantime, we do have a smoke gang coming up from the side of Empire. They're trying to get a jump. They will jump the Luna. They will pop the ultimate from the OD instantly. The Force Promise comes out. Eclipse comes out as well. Static Storm from the side of Empire. They will assist on the Ember Spirit in the meantime. They will bring him down very low. They do not get the kill though. The Faceless Void did drop down in the Static Storm, so he didn't get his Chronosphere off again. The Ember Spirit, oh, the miss on the high ground. As they don't get the Ember, they jump forward. FN gets the kill on the Ember Spirit. He will get the Oracle as well in the backlines. Popping the Shrine, not going to be enough heal, as he will be taking down 3 people down the side of Cloud9. They will go for the Rubik. 2 hits, 1 kill. OD, too big, too strong. As the Luna is the last one standing again. You know, they took a fight, they popped everything, but they couldn't kill anyone. As the Luna cannot fight for that long without having to back himself up. And now the next one will fall as an ultra kill on this OD. He's just all in it. He will drop his items, he will lose his life, and they're like, who the hell cares? We won this game. So GG, well played. Cloud9, they will call the GG, and Team Empire, they won the first game in this best of 5 series against Cloud9. So good game, well played. We'll see what Cloud9 can do in the second game, which will arrive in just a second, guys. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed so far. I'm Matt King, Dota casting the game, and well, we'll be right back with the continued series of the show match between Team Empire and Cloud9.
could write you a song to make you fall in love, I would already have you up under my arm. I used up all of my tricks, I hope that you like this, but you probably
as Team Empire, they looked very, very solid in the first game, winning it over Cloud9. The Luna from the side of Cloud9 did not look that prominent. He had the most farm in the whole game pretty much, but it never really looked like they could take a fight on their terms. The Darks initiations, the Earthspirit initiations, and well, the OD blowing up the faces void every single time by simply clicking R is always a very, very sad thing to watch. So let's see how Cloud9 they change it around this draft. The Earthspit will be banned out first. That was the first pick from Team Empire. They will not allow them to have it again. The Meepo will be removed by the side of Team Empire, as they do not want Cloud9 to try and cheese them with that little Meepo. Both of the teams play Meepo. We need to keep this in mind, so it is very likely that it will be banned out in every single match in this series. Either way, Cloud9, what do they do now? Alright, the Darkseer gets banned out by Cloud9. Alright. Nothing too big about that. Cloud9, Darkseer banned out. Well, Team Empire, they stomped them with the Darkseer, let's be honest. I mean, the initiations was always spot on. They got like 3-man vacuum walls every single time they took a fight inside of Team Empire. So even though Darkseer is a hero they like to play as well, a lot, they feel like, you know, banning it out makes more sense. The Shadow Demon will be banned out by Team Empire, and most likely Cloud9 will go for that Slaughter first pick instead, unless they want to deny pick the Rubik. As Team Empire, they did, well, you know, I'm assuming they can play the Rubik as well very nicely. We'll see. Slaughter is definitely an option. If they want to go for that heavy negative armor strategy, they could fall back onto that Vengeful Spirit. That's how they approached the Pro Dota game. They lost the first game, and then they went back and picked up that Vengeful Spirit core. So we'll see if they do the same thing in this game. Team Empire, they need to be prepared for some aggressive moves from the side of Cloud9. Alright, the Rubik. Alright, so the Slaughter will most likely be given away to the side of Team Empire. I'm not sure if this is the best idea in the world, though. I mean, yeah, Rubik is a great support hero. Good to steal a lot of amazing spells. Most of the time, you know, for example, if you play against the OD again, that is an option. But as you can see, Team Empire, they get themselves a Slaughter and they pick up the Weaver. A hero we have not seen today yet, at the very least, but it will be played now from the side of Team Empire. A lot of negative armor is already flying out, as obviously the Weaver himself with the Desolator pick up the Swarm, the Corrosive Haze from the Slaughter. The Weaver can do a lot of damage, and Cloud9, they will pick up the Luna again. Team Empire, they will let them pick up the Luna. They don't want to deal with the Luna. They don't want to have the Luna. They don't need the Luna. No one needs the Luna. Which makes sense. I mean, Slaughter Luna is not really the best opening in the world. Luna doesn't fit that nicely into this like heavy negative armor strategy. It's pretty much, you know, Weaver, Lifesteal, PA, TA, something like that. But not Luna. So I guess this is just a trade-off for the two teams. Underlord will be picked up by the side of Cloud9, or will be banned out by the side of Cloud9. Team Empire, they take away the Ember Spirit, even though it didn't look that amazing last game. I mean, he seemed very confused about his own way to build the Ember Spirit last time. I mean, he was like, you know, building up Null Talisman suddenly, maybe thinking about the Veil, but then he went back and picked up the Battle Fury instead, went for the Skadi. They will take it away this time, though. They do not want to play against Ember Spirit, as well. It's a very strong hero right now. It's a meta hero at this patch, so why not ban it away? And Team Empire's next ban, if they want to fully just go after Baby Knight, they could ban away the Shadow Fiend as well, or the Queen of Pain, two heroes that he also plays. He did play Viper as well a lot in the earlier matches, if they wanted to go a little bit cheesy, so I guess that is an option. Alright, in the meantime, Cloud9. Alright, the Ogre Magi gets banned out by the side of Team Empire. Fits well with the Luna. I'm not sure if it's the greatest hero in the world against the Weaver, but it's a tanky one. It's very difficult for the Weaver to get in the backlines and kill an Ogre Magi, as he does take a little while to bring him down. Cloud9 in the meantime, what do they ban out next? As Team Empire, they showed that OD, and they showed up very big with it. And OD is still a very good hero against, well, good against the Rubik, obviously, in terms of doing damage to him. Not the best against the Luna, but somehow it worked out in the last game. Somehow it worked out. The lifesteal will be banned out, as they don't want the Weaver to be a potential support Weaver and then a lifesteal to be picked up alongside him, as I guess that could be one way that Team Empire can surprise Cloud9 a little bit and they will not fall into that trap of a support Weaver. Alrighty guys, let's see. What do they go for? I mean, I'm pretty sure the Weaver as a core hero is completely fine right now. I don't think there's any reason to go for support Weaver unless you want to go for like a super early aggression strategy. They will pick up the Disruptor, so one more support hero that way most likely will take away that decision for support Weaver. Unless you have like support Weaver slaughter off lane and then pick up a PA, but I don't see any sense in that. So Disruptor is going to be the position 5. Cloud9, they go for Sven. Okay. This is a support Sven, guys, for sure. This is a support Sven, so interesting approach. They are facing heavy negative armor, and they go for a support that can give them armor. I guess that is one way to do it. I mean, it is definitely cheesy. Cloud9, they seemingly just bring something fancy out of the bag, try around with it. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. We'll see if it is going to buy them time, buy them space in this game. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. It seems a little bit silly, but we have seen from time to time people play around with support Sven, most of the time against these like heavy negative armor strategies, and I believe most of the time it has failed miserably. So we'll see if Cloud9 they can put an end to that. Alright, Team Empire's next pickup. They see the support, they see the Sven being picked up, so they must know it's a support Sven. I don't think they will be worried in any way about it whatsoever. I mean, they will just pick up the OD. Doesn't get banned out away from them, so they will go for the same thing as they did in the last game. OD doesn't really care too much about how much armor you have, so they have some heroes that fits with this negative armor strategy, but they do respect the Sven enough to just, you know, get some mixed damage. They have pure damage on the OD now. They have the Disruptor who's doing a decent amount of magic hill damage as well. Cloud9, they will pick up the Bat Rider next. Picking the Bat Rider into the Weaver? That seems fishy. It is an option. Well, if they decide to try and kill the Weaver, like they could go for a tri lane, like try attack in the level 1, lift into Sven stun into damage from the battery. I'm not sure if that's enough to actually kill the Weaver though, but they may try to. We'll see. Sniper gets banned up by the side of Team Empire, obviously the direct counter to the OD, so no snipers allowed. Cloud9 in the meantime, what do they ban out? They must be expecting just a safe, what's it called, an offlaner, a support hero. If it is going to be an offlane hero, they would probably ban away the Legion commander this game, I would imagine. Good at, you know, taking away the Bat Riders. Lasso, Nyx Assassin is also another hero that is a potential pick. Good against the Bat Rider, decent against the Luna to set up kills on the Luna, and well, yeah, the Nyx Assassin is great. The Nyx Assassin is great. Let's see though, let's see.
Silencer.
Silencer will be the last pickup from the side of Cloud9. So mid Silencer against the OD. Okay, that's okay. Silencer is one of the few heroes who can lane fairly well against OD, Shadow Fiend, and those kind of heroes. So I don't mind that too much. We'll also put a damper on the team fight from Empire. Obviously, the Slaughter will be the first one looking for initiations most of the time, and they will just be able to pop a global silence whenever the Bat Rider gets a lasso off, stop the potential, you know, team fight from Team Empire before it even begins. When the OD is silenced as well, obviously he cannot use his arcane ops. So, well, when you pick support Sven, you might as well, you know, continue picking some, you know, early game cheesy kind of different heroes. And Cloud9 Silencer is definitely going to be another one of those. The IO gets picked up by Team Empire as they get themselves a very defensive support here, but playing against the Silencer, it will be very difficult for the IO to save people until he has some way to deal with that global silence, obviously. And it is indeed going to be a what's it called, safe lane, carry weaver, Slardar off lane, IO support, and we'll see how well they can do, as the Bat Rider will not have a lot of fun in the lane playing against a weaver. Even if it's just a disrupt in the lane, that is more than enough to zone away the Bat Rider. The Weaver could do it on his own as well. I mean, that lane is not fun for Bat Rider whatsoever. The IO will most likely just spend a lot of time in the mid lane and the top lane trying to secure the Slardar a lot of farms, trying to secure the OD a lot of farm as well. So we'll see how the moves is going to be like. They could also use the IO in a different way and go for a lot of like what's it called, jungle farming. That is something that I've seen a lot in pubs. Like a lot of players on IO do is, you know, they sit behind the mid laner, get level 2, get level 3, they stack up the jungle, then they just farm their own items, get like an early urn, get an early pair of arcane boots, mechanism, and all of that good stuff. Which would not be that bad. 5-man smoke comes out from the side of Cloud9. They're looking for some kills in the bottom lane. They will run into Chappie first things first. The IO needs to get himself away. Chappie does have his invis available. Will get it off. Oh, but he gets stunned. He turns around a little bit and gets hit by that Stormhammer as he tries to make sure the IO doesn't get hit by anything, I assume, with that, you know, walking back. But either way, he will be picked apart, and that is going to be the first blood going to the Silencer. A little bit of intelligence gained, and, well, good start, good start. Guys, the horn is blowing and the game will officially begin. As starting up, we do have Cloud9, 1 kill ahead. They will send the Bat Rider up to the top lane, as he will indeed meet the Weaver in the top lane. They know that this is happening. They know that they are going for some try-aggro strat with the Luna, trying to put pressure on the Slardar, well, on the Weaver, as well as make sure the Bat Rider can get a good lane. But Empire, they will read through this, they will dodge it out, as they do want this Weaver to be matched up against the Bat Rider. That is the easy lane. The Disruptor will be up here as well. Mid lane we do have the OD versus the Silencer. The IO is moving himself around and about. Maybe he'll just instantly go for some stack jungles or whatnot. We do have this camp being blocked in the bottom lane, so they can't go for any easy pulls. And the Slardar, well, he's sitting down here, leeching a little bit perhaps. We do have this Rubik in position to try and go for kill on the Slardar. They do have a decent amount of stuns down here. The Lucent Beam, the Sven Stormhammer, the lift from the Rubik as well. They have a lot of potential to kill this Slardar. A little pause comes out. I guess Mr. OD had some connection issues. FN, please, no more potato internet. No more potato internet. We don't want that. No, not allowed. Not allowed this time. Alright guys, the go signal does come out, at least from Team Empire. Looks like Cloud9, they're still taking a little bit of time, I'm not sure for what, but we will see in a second, as the game should resume shortly. Alright, here we go. The game is started and they are ready to go. Bottom lane, let's see, the Slardar gets lifted up into the air, gets stunned up by the Sven while he got his crush off. I'm not sure if that's good or bad, as he will be hunted down now. They do have no Lucent Beam available or anything like that, obviously, as he's level 1. Luna just skilled up his passive so he can last a little bit easier. In the meantime, Ghost Digger is trying to run himself away. He does have the boots level 1, so he does have a lot more movement speed than this Sven or the Rubik. He will survive as well. In the meantime, we do have that IO indeed going for this pull, trying to, well, I guess he was trying to pull the creep wave. I'm not sure if you can actually do this, but he very much did try to. interesting way to play this IO. He stacked this cam and he's trying to farm it as much as he can. He's pulling it towards the tower so the tower can hit it a couple of times. Obviously that does help him farm it a little bit. He will get his level 2 this way. So he is indeed going for this like greedy jungle IO strat, and even though you can't really pull the creeper, you can still use the tower to hit the creeps, and that makes it very, very easy to farm this camp. So he's almost level 3 because of that. In the meantime, let's see what happens. The mid lane Silencer versus OD. The OD is ahead right now, 8 last versus the 5-6 last from the Silencer. So they're doing fairly evenly. The Silencer went for his second null talisman as well, so just as much laning presence as possible. Top lane, the Weaver, well, free farm. It's a Weaver, who cares? The Bat Rider is being pressured, he's being forced away. He did go for some pulls himself, or at least he was helped to do that with the Rubik, potentially. No, the Rubik was mid, so I guess he just pulled himself. Tried to deny as much farm as possible. He's level 3 right now, almost level 4, so he is taking away a little bit of experience from the Weaver, but that is a double lane pushing in towards him, so the Weaver should get his levels very, very soon. Mid lane, the IO is sitting behind of the OD in case of emergency, as he's waiting to see what this Rubik is doing. The Rubik does rotate himself down towards the bottom lane again. They may want to try and go on to Ghost Stick. The Sven does have his Stormhammer available. He goes in, he gets the Stormhammer off. Well, I guess this is just harassment. Losing Beam comes out. They get a couple of right clicks off. Ghost Stick is dropping down very, very low. They will try and heal him up. He will be able to tank through one more hit. He's hiding himself in the trees. As finally will be moving himself away. He will be lifted up into the air. It is going to be enough as they do get the kill. Also very unfortunate little position to hide himself. He only had one single tanker available, so he was like, hide, sit here. I can't move through, guys. I can't move through. But he almost survived. The OD in the meantime in the mid lane is very, very low. Does he get killed? He does indeed, as the Silencer gets that last grab, and he does get the 3rd kill for that team on the side of Cloud9. 3-0 right now as Team Empire, they're falling behind in the beginning. 1500 net worth lead to the side of Cloud9 already. Very, very difficult start for their team, as they rotated, they disrupted to the mid lane, they rotated the IO as well. So right now they know that bottom lane is going to be a very, very free zone. There's no supports available. The top lane, obviously the Battle Rat is fighting up against the Weaver just all alone, but that's his mission. He's not really having too much fun doing this as Chappie. He can do so much damage mid lane. We do have a fight brewing up. The Rubik is taking a lot of damage from the OD. The IO will be forced back. The Disruptor as well. They don't get any kills, as the Rubik will barely be able to survive. And well, the Sven plus the Silencer is in position as well in case anyone tries anything too fancy. So the Silencer will be the Guardian Shield. He does have his 3rd point in Arcane Curse, so he's just going to be spamming that out as much as possible onto the OD. Bottom lane as well, Ghost Stick finally starts getting some levels, as he is level 3 right now. He is trying to get an Iron Talon for himself, as he knows that this lane is not going to be that much fun and it's not going to be that easy. And indeed, he is very correct, especially because of the IO, you know, trying to jungle a little bit himself. He is making a lot of rotations now, as he only jungle until level 3. He may go back and start, you know, continue where he left with the jungle. We'll see if he does indeed do that. I see support Sven moving around, trying to grab his boots, his little booties. Finally, he's a little bit faster top lane. We do have the Weaver looking for a jump onto the Bat Rat. He shoots out the Swarm, doesn't hit it onto the Bat Rat as he just cuts himself through the trees, hides himself. He will be fine. Didn't have to use his Firefly or anything like that. He even went for the 3rd skill in the Firefly, as he's going for a very farm heavy build on this Bat Rat. He knows that kill wise there's almost no kill potential on the Weaver, so you might as well just focus on getting a lot of items on this Bat Rat. He does have 19 lasted, so compared to the Slaughter, this guy is having a blast in the lane. The Disruptor maybe looking to go in on him, though. They want to get an initiation onto him. They don't have the level 6 yet on this Weaver. They may want to wait for the level 6 so he can use that time lapse defensively in case of emergency. We'll see, though. Bottom lane, the Luna is also just free farming, almost level 6 as well. The Slaughter have disappeared from this lane. He's now in the top lane with the Disruptor. They find the Rubik. They get the initiation on him. Oh, Global Silence comes out with the Rubik TPing home. As Baby Nut, he's like, get the hell out, man. Just get the hell out. You're not going to drop down. They will not give up the 1st kill just yet, as that Global Silence is going to lead into a save on the Rubik. Not sure if it's worth it, but until he is punished for it, it's worth it. The Bat Rat in the meantime in the top lane is being run down. He may be a little bit in trouble. He's not able to get out of this kinetic field as Chappie. He will run him down. He will get the kill. I guess this was just a ticking time bomb about to happen, as they finally get that kill in the Bat Rat in the mid lane. He will be able to bring down the Silence as well. The Slaughter does get punished for 2-man hit with that Stormhammer from the Sven. He does get a kill onto the IO as well. The OD gets the Astral off onto the Luna. Will be able to force him back. The Luna's very, very low. Needs to be careful. But that's the end of that. 2 for 2 trade-off in the mid lane. 2 for 1 trade-off, sorry. Yes, they got the silence and they lost the Slaughter and the IO. So what am I talking about? Better trade-off to the side of Cloud9. 5-2 so far. Net worth-wise, we can see they're only about 1,000 gold ahead. As the Luna does have a decent amount of lasters and a lot of denies. The Slaughter's finally starting to get some levels. He's level 4 in the bottom lane. He's trying desperately to get whatever he can while he has some time to farm in this lane. The OD is stomping the mid lane in the meantime. 10 lasters ahead of the Silencer. Weaver's having a good time as well. Bad Rudder obviously owning this matchup right now. The Slaughter runs through the Sven. The Sven is standing still right now. He does have 2 points in his war price. Very tanky. Will stun up the OD. Will try to walk himself away. In the meantime, the Luna is behind him. Readying up to try and make a counter initiation. They do have the Eclipse available. They go for the Lucent Beam. Ghostic gets controlled. They don't want to pop that Eclipse just for nothing, but he will have to do it if he wants to get the kill and get the hell out himself. The Silence in the meantime hastes it up. Tries to find initiation onto the Owl, who will not be able to find anything. And as for the top lane, again, they do lose the Bad Rudder to the might of the Weaver. So 1 for 1 trade-off on the map. As Cloud9, they need to do something about this top lane. Like, the Bad Rudder can simply just not keep on going to this lane without continuously dying. He does have decent lasters, but if you keep dying, the Weaver will just get so much farm for it. If you take a look at the net worth, we can see the Weaver is only a little bit behind of the Luna. The Silencer OD is very even, and the Bad Rudder, well, he's ahead of the Slaughter at the moment, but that may very easily change. Bottom lane, we do have a scan coming up on the side of Radiant. They do know that there's multiple heroes sitting down here, so Ghostic, he's like, guys, I may be a little bit fucked. I may be fucked. Either way, the Luna does signal that he wants to go in and scout out this Slaughter. He doesn't have a TP on him. I believe he used a TP to get into the lane. So now with the tier 1 tower gone, if they look for a kill, they should easily be able to find it. 2 people disconnected though in the meantime on the side of Cloud9. I guess they are maybe in the same room or something like that, as they lost connection at the same time. Alrighty guys. They're back in the game, ready whenever, on the side of Empire. So nice of F, and he's like, you know, you can go when you're ready, guys. No one ever does that, you know. People always wait for the people disconnecting to say they are ready, and then they say they're ready. But FN is like, before they even talk, it's like, I'm ready, go. Such a nice guy. Alright, ready is called by the side of Cloud9, and let's see in this bottom lane, does the Slaughter indeed find his way towards his grave again? He is cutting his way through the trees, maybe trying to get a path to freedom, as he does not want to be here too much longer. They're not looking for him right now though. They do have a ward in the lane though, so once he tries to pass by, they could get some vision on him. He is hiding himself at the moment. And in the meantime, top lane, the Bad Rudder again drops down as Chappie. He's just on fire on this guy. The Disruptor just glimpsing people back left and right. They will be able to get a kill on the Bad Rudder again. As well, 1 time is fine because you get a lot of farm. Twice is okay. 3 times, that maybe starts being a little bit annoying, as the Weaver is getting a lot of fun because of this. They do get a little bit of damage onto the T2 tower in the meantime in the bottom lane, but now the Luna is all alone. The Heroes is not with him. The Global Silence gets popped. He doesn't pop his TP instantly though. Looks like they're ready to take this fight, but the OD, he wants a kill. He will go into the Sven. The Sven will be controlled. If comes out on the Rubik, they will be able to kill the Sven with the ultimate from the OD. The next one is going to be the Luna. The Silence comes in from the sideline with his double damage. Wouldn't be able. The Trump gets removed. The Eye gets removed. The OD loses his life as Baby Knight. He's on fire with his Silence. He's just doing so much damage. Slow comes out onto Ghostic. Slow after slow after slow. Ghostic, he should be burning down easily, as they are just waiting for the next flame break on this Bad Rudder. He wants to get this kill. He wants to commit for it. He will go in. Let's see, does he get it? He shoots out his flame break. It is not going to be enough to kill Ghostic, as he will survive finally. Either way though, it was a very huge turnaround. They lost the Sven, I believe, and they got 3 kills on Baby Knight in return. Actually, yeah, 3 kills. So Baby Knight, he's suddenly sitting on 10 stolen intelligence, so -2, -2, -2. Definitely a very, very nice fight. Item wise, he is looking towards a Force Staff into a Hurricane Bike. Decent item, of course. Sven is trying to work his way towards a drums pickup. I guess that's fine. Support Sven, he does get a little bit of damage with the drums, and well, it's not that bad for his own purpose if he wants to ever become a right clicker. Glimpse back on the Luna though, they have the vision, they have the initiation, he does have a haste rune, but is he able to survive? The Ashful comes out from the OD, and well, they're just waiting for him to burn down. They're like, in the meantime, we do have Chappie moving in towards the Rubik. He does get an initiation onto the Rubik. The Rubik is not level 6 yet, so he cannot steal the Sakuchi. And this Swarm is going to burn him down slowly. One more hit is all it takes. Chappie goes in. He doesn't get the hit off onto the Rubik just yet, but now finally gets the hit off. Well, time-lapse himself away. He does have that Dragon Lance with no boots, so he's having a decent range on his right clicks. And this is the kind of build you go for when you're stomping your lane. You go no boots, Ring of Aquila, Dragon Lance. He has this little Blightstone as well. Looks like he wants to go for Maelstrom now at this later this game, which is okay, because they have a lot of armor on the side of Cloud9. They have that Warcry on the Sven, so going for a lot of D-armor kind of goes against. It doesn't make too much sense, you know. You build a lot of anti-armor items to fight a team with tons of armor, so you might as well just go for a lot of magic damage. That's like, you know, then you don't have to worry about anything. And let's see what else is happening. The OD does have the 4-staff completed. Decently found on this guy as well. The Blink is going to be the next item on this slaughter, but he's only sitting on ground boots and an Iron Talon plus his little Stout Shield. So it will take a little while for Mr. Ghostic on the slaughter to get his Blink. In the meantime, we do have Cloud9, 4-man smoke coming out. They go onto the Disruptor, they find initiation, and they will be able to get a kill. As the little Centaur is ready to get a stun on someone. We do have the OD coming in. The Rubik will be removed. They want to go on the next one. The Sven goes for the stun, tries to hit the OD in the meantime as he pops his ultimate and starts working on him. But it is just a Sven, guys. You should not be worried about it. The Sven in the meantime does drop down to the ultimate from the OD. Chappie moves in, tries to go a little bit aggressive. Bad Rider does get corrosive haste up. In the meantime, we do have... Okay, what happened? As I saw Lucent Beam suddenly, they did relocate forward, as the OD is barely going to be a little bit in trouble. They did relocate into the Eclipse from the Luna, as the OD as well as the Eye will be taking down the Slaughter, ends up losing his life as well. Cloud9, they turned around as that was a little bit too aggressive from the side of Empire, as they lose 3 heroes. It was a good fight until that point, but now it's going to be a 4-for-2 trade-off, as that Eclipse did so much work there. Alright, DD will be picked up by Chappie. Maybe he can defend the T1 tower in the mid lane when the other heroes respawn, and indeed we do have Cloud9 just backing themselves up. They use a lot of their big ultimates, so they don't feel like taking the next fight. They'll just back themselves up. They will try and secure their levels on the Rubik, try and get the level 6 up as soon as possible. The Silencer is still working himself towards that 4-staff. We'll have it up very soon. The Bad Rider Blink is available now, so he can go for some initiations of his own. The Sven in the top lane is trying to farm that drums as fast as he can. Will take him a little while though. And the Luna, well, Dragonlance soon completed. Decent item. I don't know. It's looking like Cloud9, they're doing well in the early game. They're still a little bit ahead, 2,000 gold to be exact. Top lane, we do have the Sven being the next target. They want to go on him. They are smoked up. They're ready to go in. They find the initiation. Glimpse back happens from the Disruptor. He's going to be stuck in the lane right now. Slaughter comes in. Chappie comes in as well. They should be able to kill him slowly but surely, as they're just going to run him down. The Warcry will end eventually, and he will drop down as the Crush should come out in a second from the Slaughter. He gets bashed, and well, the Disruptor will be the one getting the kill. In the meantime, bottom lane, we do have that IO plus OD farming down here. They do have the relocate available if they feel like going for a 5-man fight. In the top lane, we do have the Silencer sitting here. Weaver does take a little silence to his face. He may try and bait this fight, but in the meantime, bottom lane, we do have the Bad Runner position. Does have his Blink available. He will scout out the OD, but the OD will instantly force off himself away. He doesn't want to take any risks. And as for the top lane, the Silencer is hiding himself in the trees as well. Amplify that FN farm. Help me farm my little ball of lightning. Help me. Let's see Cloud9. Let's scout out the little Roshan action just to see if anything is happening. They should look to get some smoke gangs going though, as they do have that blink on the Bat Rider, so it's not like they're getting much stronger anytime soon. They do pick up that Alpha Wolf as well in the Luna. He does have his Dragonlance completed, so I would imagine they're looking to take a fight. They do have the Eclipse off cooldown as well, so this is the time for them to move in and go aggressive. They do have that global silence once again online on the silencer. He does have 16 stolen intelligence already, so he wants to keep on building up that +2, +2, +2. And let's see, do they find a jump somewhere? Double damage on the wheel will end in a second. Fortification comes out. In the meantime, we do have the Luna pushing out the mid lane. He will slowly take down this tier 1 building. The Battle Riders in position in case someone shows up. Top lane is being pushed out in the meantime by Chappie, trying to do as much damage as possible to that building. We do have Silencer moving in, doing a little bit of poking onto this Silencer as well. The silence on the wave makes it a little bit annoying. He cannot use his time lapse, so he's dropping down very low. Will have to back himself up in the meantime. We do have a Cloud9 going for smoking up to the top lane. Disruptor does have a TP available. He will try and go for the TP out. Looks like he will be successful doing so, as they even pop the dust. They really wanted to find someone, but they are not going to be successful doing that. Cloud9 smoke gank is going to be a failure. Alright. I like what Empire is doing right now. They're just delaying time so nicely, and well, at the moment they just want to farm. They just want to delay the fighting as much as they possibly can. Weaver is trying to go for the Diffusal Blade next as well. He didn't want to go for the Maelstrom in the end. He went for something else. The Diffusal Blade does give him a good amount of damage, and it can purge away the Warcry as well. So I guess that's another way to get a lot of damage going, if you can just purge away the Warcry. Alright, looks like they're going for smoking themselves. They're looking for a fight. Does Ghost to have his blink available? Yes, indeed he does. So they're looking to take a jump. They find the silencer. They go in. They get the crush off. They should be able to get the kill very easily. Relocate comes out aggressively from the OD as well. They will go in. They will find the kill. Now the Luna comes in. TB's in. He does have his Eclipse available. They need to use it if they want to take this fight though. The OD does a lot of damage to the Luna. He doesn't have enough mana to actually pop his Eclipse anymore. He's in danger. The lasso comes out from the bad run. The Luna is very low. Let's see Ghostic. He's controlled. Silencer. Still not alive. Glimpse on the Luna. They bring him back. Ultra kill on the OD. As that is 4 people dropping down on the side of Cloud9. Very nice use of King R's Disruptor. He gets a Static Storm to catch 2. He uses the Glimpse to catch the 3rd one. And they get everything. And that is the joy of having a Disruptor plus a Slaughter. You know, you get those value glimpses on the main targets. The Luna is never going to be safe as long as they can glimpse them away from a huge distance. They did poke a little bit about the thought of going for the Roshan in the meantime, but they're a little bit too low HP on everyone to finish that off before Cloud9 is back up and ready to take a fight. So, let's see. 4 kills. Nice team fight 1. They're trying to take the tier 1 tower in the mid lane as well, as Chappie will push that down a little bit, do as much damage as he can. He will back himself up with that Tsukuchi as well, and that is going to be the end of it. As the silencer, they take a very heavy beating there. Alright, let's see. Let's see net worth wise. We do have Cloud9's 2,000 net worth lead now dropping away, as Empire they're 1,000 gold ahead and 2,000 experience after that little fight. The OD in the back in the bottom lane. They do have the next relocate available, and he is ready to fight. He does have his force off complete, well, his Hurricane Pike completed, sorry, and he is looking for that BKB. Will be done at a decent time, around 20 minutes it should be up. The Disruptor does have a little headdress on him, and now he's working towards a Helm of the Dominator actually. I was going to say a Midas, but it is a Helm of the Dominator, so you can get some more creeps his way. I guess if they can pick up a lot of, like, 1 or 2 helms on that side and then dominate some purge creeps so they can take away the global silence, that's the purpose of this. It's most likely the cheapest way you can get rid of the global silence for the Disruptor. So it's not that bad. It's definitely not that bad. And you also get that aura effect that you get a little bit of attack speed and whatnot. In the meantime, we have Cloud9 backing themselves up. They want to contest this Roshan. We do have an Empire just backing themselves up as they saw that flame break. The tier 2 tower on the bottom, and they get taken down in the meantime. The Luna is just going to be running through the enemy jungle and farm as much as he possibly can. He will now TP himself towards his team. They want to take this fight. They will go for a 5-man smoke by the looks of things. They want to be the aggressors this time around, as they need to get a good jump on this Bat Rider. Let's see how they do it. Diffusal is up on the Weaver as well. He's doing a lot of damage with this item. The Slaughter's blink maybe delayed a little bit, but at least it is online now. And let's see if they can take a good fight. items on the side of Cloud9. They're still working towards that drums on the Sven. The Bad Rider does have his blink. Halfway towards the 4-star if he wants to go for that. The Rubik, not really anything too big. The Hurricane Pike is on the Silencer now as well. And the Luna is working towards that Manta Cell. We'll have it up very, very soon. Scan comes out from the side of Empire. They do see that there is someone standing on this high ground, so they know that it is not safe to directly go for that Roshan. They'll maybe have to go for smoke, go for a wraparound. They will send out the Swarm as well in case they have smoked themselves into the pit, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Alright, Ghostic goes in, you know, just sees what's happening, backs himself up. And in the bottom lane, we do have the Luna farming up still. He wants to finish up that Manta Cell before they go for the next fight. And, well, as it is going right now, he will be able to. The OD and the IOs in the bottom lane, ready with the relocate whenever anything happens, anything wild happens. They are going to the pit again as TP rotations comes out from the Luna, as well as the Bad Rider. They will not allow this to happen. They will simply not allow it. They will not allow anything, guys. Right now, Cloud9, they're kind of being played a little bit around on the map, though, as the OD is still in the bottom lane. They can relocate whenever they need to. And the Luna, you know, once again, they TP to the shrine. They don't really get anything forward as they have been moving themselves back and forth from this area. And Empire, in the meantime, they are trying to get a lot of farm on the map. Right now, it looks like it is Empire who's losing a little bit of ground because the Luna is farming like a madman. He does have his Manta Cell completed now. He's working himself towards that BKB next. As in the last game, he went for the Butterfly first, but it seemed like he needed his BKB before he could ever take a fight. So he will go for the BKB first this time around. He will send out his Mantalutions just to scout anything that happens, spook everyone away. The T2 tower is taking a lot of damage. They will go in with the Batter and try to get a lasso off. Let's see, they go in, they get the lasso on the Weaver, they bring him back. Global Silence comes out, Eclipse comes out, the Weaver will be taken down. Finally, Cloud9, they go in and they get a good fight for themselves. The Weaver will buy back himself. Let's see. In the meantime, in the mid lane, we do the Sven dropping down on the side of Cloud9. The next one will be the Baby Knight Silence. He's taking so much damage. He will be killed by the balls of lightning from the Io Glimpse back onto the Rubik. That's going to be the third one. As that BKB on the OD once again, he just goes in and he kills everything that moves. As they did have to buy back the Weaver, but it will be worth it if they can secure themselves a Roshan and just give that to the little bug boy. The Luna does send out her illusions just to try and defend this a little bit, but they know that this is going to be happening. Buyback on Baby Knight, though, they will not allow this. The Rubik is going to be back up in 3 seconds. We do have the Eclipse on cooldown, though. Do they really want to take this fight? If they want to take it, the OD does not have his BKB online. We do have the Bad Rider moving into the mid lane. He tries to go in. He doesn't have his lasso available, though. 20 seconds cooldown. As they pop their Warcry, will be on cooldown for the next 7 seconds. The Weaver is in position to do something. Sakuji is available on the Rubik. He may go in. He gets the lift off onto the side. They try to control him. They get the Stormham off. They try to burst him down. Astral comes out from the OD defensively. Static Storm onto the Sven. The Sven will be taken down first. The Luna on the sidelines. Need to be careful. The OD goes in aggressively. The Silencer is going to be his main target. He goes in to get the crush. The Shrine will be popped, though. The Silencer may survive, but no, he gets killed as F, and he's just too strong. Lasso comes out by the Bad Rider, but the Bad Rider is so low, he will be killed. The OD survives. He gets his ultimate off. He gets the Astral defensively. He will survive. Does he live? He gets the kill on the Luna. He gets the kill on the... Oh, he gets everyone. Luna and the Rubik, they both drop down and F and survive. How the hell does that happen? How the hell does that happen? Now they will go for the Roshan. They got a 5-man team wipe off on the side of Cloud9. And they will get the Roshan on top of that, most likely. They're all very low. They need to be careful, but it looks like it will be manageable. They will get it down, and that is going to be an Aegis to the OD, as he is just a monster at the moment. He will pick up his blink in that fight. Hurricane Pike is completed. BKB has already done so much. And, well, I don't know, man. I don't know. This OD is just doing so much. Like the last game, just doing so much. Jesus, man. Fucking FN God. Too much power. The Weaver in the meantime in the top lane, he's working towards Maelstrom. We'll have it up in roughly 700 gold. So some more damage that doesn't worry about armor, obviously. The Disruptor does have that helm completed very, very soon. He doesn't want to kill those creepers. That is the one he's looking for. So he's like, I need to get some gold without killing those creeps. As I want to have my little perch creep for myself. You will be able to get it up very, very soon, so that's nice. Drums is completed on the Sven finally. Support Sven with brown boots and drums. Guys, as he's very poor this game. The Luna is still looking to that BKB 2.5k gold on him. Will take a little while before it is done. FN in the meantime is farming towards his Hex. He doesn't want to go for the Shivas first. He just wants to get that single target locked down onto the Luna, the Sven, the Bat Rider, whatever comes his way. He wants to be able to control them. In the meantime, looks like the Bat Rider is working for 4-star. He will have it completed now, but 25 minutes having a 4-star compared to being in a 1-on-1 lane, that is not the best farm in the world on the Bat Rider. Like, the Slaughter has surprisingly enough eclipsed him in terms of farm, and the Slaughter had a horrible time in the lane. His Midas is done now, and he will work himself towards the 4-star as well. We do have the scan coming up from the Radiant side. They do see the Luna, or well, someone, and it is Luna. They don't know who it is though. IO in the bottom lane will blink himself away. They do have that relocate available. The OD goes in. They relocate away the IO. In the meantime, the OD tries to get himself away. He may have to pop his BKB. Flame Break comes out. They will pop the drums as well. They want to get close enough. They want to get this kill. The blink is available in a second from the OD. Does he survive? He goes back in for the Luna potentially. He's still burning a little bit. The IO survives in the backlines. They want to take this fight by the looks of things. They're rushing in. Crush comes out onto the Luna. The Luna gets jumped. The IO gets astraled up. He's still surviving. The Sven in the meantime gets focused on by this OD. The Sven will lose his life, but no, the lasso comes out from the Bat Rider. The OD gets controlled for a second longer. The Sven finally drops down. The Static Storm is going to control the Luna. The Luna's dropping down very, very low. Will be killed. One more hit. They get the kill on the Luna. The silence in the backlines as well as Rubik is in trouble. They get the astral off, but it is not going to be on the OD. Glimpse back on the Silencer, and the Silencer is going to be the next one to fall. Triple kill on FN. Self-astral to keep himself alive. He does have that astral, but he doesn't want to use it for nothing. And it looks like he will have to pop himself. Oh yeah, he will pop. He'll just lose his life. Baby did get the kill on Ghostic as well because of that Arcane Curse. So they did get something in return, but not really what they were looking for. 20 total intelligence on the Silencer now, but still a lost fight. 3 for 4, as that looked like a good fight for the side of Cloud9. They would have gotten a free kill on the IO, but the IO kept himself alive for a long time. In the meantime though, the OD, another fight won. Some more gold going his way. Alright, let's see. Looks like he is indeed working towards that Hex still. Will be up very soon. Okay, he's in the mid lane. Does he want to go for a jump onto the Silence? He does see him. This could be a greedy one. It could also be a beautiful one. As he, okay, the Weaver goes in. In the meantime, in the bottom, he tries to go on the Luna. The Luna gets spotted. He sees him. He falls out forward to try and get a jump on him. The Luna is taking a lot of damage. The ultimate comes out. It's not enough. Barely off the mark as the Luna is very low, but not dead. In the meantime, in the top lane, we do have the rest of the team getting a kill onto that Sven. The OD goes first. He jumps the gun. He's like, I don't care anymore. I'll keep on fighting forever. He will force off himself away. He should be fine for the moment. The Bat Rider did use the lasso as well. In the meantime, we do have the Weaver going in, popping his BKB. He will fight the Luna. The Luna will be taken down. The Static Storm is committed as well. The OD goes in again. The Silence is going to be the next one. He will pop the Shrine again, surviving barely. The Eye will keep FN alive as this guy is not dropping down just yet. But the Weaver is not going to be so fortunate. He didn't get the time lapse off. He was too greedy. As both FN as well as Chappie, they're just in it to win it. They don't care about anything. They just want to keep on fighting. Guys. They do get the Luna, they get the Battle, they got the Sven as well. So it's still a good fight for the side of Empire. They just need to be careful not losing too many heroes. That's the OD in the mid lane now. Let's push it down. That is the second T2 tower they get in this game. And they'll back themselves up now. In the meantime, Silence is farming up. He wants to get a BKB for himself, but Baby Knight, he is very underfarmed at this point as he's just getting run down every single time. And without getting a BKB completed, well, I mean, no BKB means that the OD will just destroy you. That's pretty much how it is right now. The BKB is soon done on the Luna as well. They need these 2 BKBs, otherwise they cannot take any single fight. And well, in the meantime, on the side of Empire, the Aya does have a Ghost available, so he's not that easy to kill anymore. The Slaughter does have his own little 4-star flying out. I believe, yeah, he bought his 4-star. He's going for the BKB next. The Disruptor, nothing great on top of that Helm of Dominator, but the Helm of Dominator is good on its own. He can go for Glimmer Cape, a 4-star, or whatever you want to go for on this Disruptor to help your teammates. He could even decide to go for an Axe Rush, and well, with that Purge Creep, well, he doesn't have a Purge Creep right now. He does have a Swiftness or a Creep with Hellbeth Smasher, but I imagine he wants to find a Purge Creep or an Alpha Wolf. The Alpha Wolf is also nice. Looks like there's going to be a Smasher for the moment. The Rubik does TP himself out. They don't see him. courtesy of the nighttime, the fog and all of that good stuff. Ghost Stick in the meantime jumps in, gets a jump on the Luna. The Luna, they do have the glimpse available again. They will try and bring him down, as he does have BKB on him, so will not be glimpsed back. He will save it. The BKB will be forced defensively as well. The BKB may have saved his life, but that is a very sad BKB. This is one of the joyful things you can have with the Disruptor as well. You know, Disruptor is just such an annoying hero because right now he has a choice. You pop your 10-second BKB, survive, or you die. So, you know, obviously you will choose to just pop the BKB every single time, but that is a very easy way to force the Luna to use every single value BKB charge for nothing. Alright, the TG on the top lane, they get taken down as well. They will work themselves down. They will take the Shrine now next, as the Weaver will work it away. Diffusal 2 completed by him as well. That BKB is up. He is still working for the Maelstrom, as he decided he wanted to complete that for sure. And having that BKB is also nice and chappy. Gives him some good power. Obviously he doesn't want to fight the Luna as long as the Eclipse is alive, but the BKB means that he can do whatever the hell he wants to. He can deal with the global silence from the silence as well with the BKB. You could go for Manta style if you wanted to be greedy, but BKB is the safe choice. And let's see, Cloud9, they're keeping themselves together. They are on the vision though. They are spotted out. They do see them on the side of Empire. FN moves in, he gets a jump, he gets a hex on the bad run, he tries to bring him down. The BKB was popped a little bit too early, as the global silence affected him anyways. Okay, that ultimate did so much damage, the bad run disappeared, his Sven will be removed. Even though that relocate comes out, the FN is still going to be surviving. Silence on the background, pops his BKB defensively, forced off himself onto the high ground, as they lost 4 heroes instantly. That OD, so much intelligence, he just clicks on, everyone dies. This is like watching the first game all over again, as the OD's damage is just way too crazy, man. Way too crazy. The Silencer did back himself up. He did pick up his BKB, and again, a defensive BKB coming out from the side of Cloud9, as they just seemingly can't take any good fight against Team Empire. Team Empire now almost have a 20,000 net worth lead. They are poking to go for the high ground push, as it is going to be the top lane. They go in 30 seconds without the Luna. Can they take this fight? There's no global silence available. The Eclipse is also on cooldown. FN goes in aggressively. He tries to get a jump onto the silence, and the silence will lose a lot of intelligence. In the meantime, the Rubik is going to be the next one. Rubik gets taken down. FN, he's like, I want this kill, but his BKB is still on cooldown. He does have to respect that. The T3 tower does drop down. Glimpse back on the bad run. He does have his lasso available. He wants to go in and use it for something. Looks like he... Ooh, does he use it on anything? Shrine gets popped defensively. The Melirax does drop down slowly. Fortification comes out. Even Baby Knight is like, I'm gonna deny it, guys. But Chabby will bring it down. Chabby does get popped in, though. They do go for the dust. BKB comes out from Chabby. Does not want to get stunned like this. And they will just back themselves up on the side of Empire. They got in. They got the Melirax. And they will get themselves out easily. Interesting. TP stopped so you can get relocated to the bottom lane, as the IO is like, I'll help you, bro. I'll help you. It's fine. And where does he appear again in the top lane? Okay, he's fine. It's fine. No worries. Either way, let's see the OD with the Hex completed now. He's sitting on 3.6k gold. On top of that, the next Roshan is available for the two teams. That is the second Roshan of the game. There's Disruptor. Well, what did he decide to go for? He went for the mechanism. His full Guardian Greaves is going to be available. So that is yet another way to pop that global silence, and there's a purge creep as well, so that was what I was expecting, the purge creep to walk around, purge everyone who's global silence, so they don't have to deal with that anymore. They have multiple different ways to deal with it now. They have 2 BKBs, they have Greaves, they have the purge creep, so there's not really any way that global silence is going to be an issue for them anymore. The Slaughter is also very close to finishing that BKB, only needs 1500 more gold. The Weaver with the Maelstrom up and running now, some more damage for him. The OD buys a full Moonshot, as he just wants to be able to kill. Okay, someone popped the BKB, that's Chappy, I'm not sure for what reason. But he pops it defensively. He will move in. They will pop the smoke off Cloud9. They will go in. They will try and crush him up. In the meantime, the battle gets controlled. He doesn't get his lasso off just yet. He's slowed up too much. He goes in. He finally tries to get the lasso off, but no, it's not happening, as he's in a static storm. The Sven gets taken down as well. The Luna tries to kill with that Eclipse, but he's just not doing any damage. Ghost Stick in the backlines. Needs to be careful. Chappy will focus down the Luna. The Luna, he does have more diffusal charges available. He will run them down. The Rubik ends up disappearing. He goes in on Ghost Stick. Ghost Stick may lose his life. Very nice Manta dodge from the Luna, but it's not going to be enough, as he will be taken down by Chappy. In the meantime, triple kill on Chappy's Weaver, and they get the 2 rest on the OD. GG will play gets called, as Cloud9, they know this is over. That was the desperation smoke, and they got a 5-for-1 trade, so that is not good enough to continue going. Game 2, boys, in this show match goes to the side of Team Empire, as it is not looking that good for the side of Cloud9. One single game, and Empire will win this best of 5 series. They need one more victory, guys. Cloud9, they need to win 3 straight games. So we'll see if they can manage to do that in just a second, as the third game will arrive very, very soon. Third game of the show match in Omen Dota 2 Cup between Team Empire and Cloud9. I am Against Dota, and once again, we are in it. Team Empire, they have now won 2 games in a row over Cloud9. So Cloud9, they are one simple loss away from being eliminated in the show match and not get to see the victory over Team Empire, as well as the money that follows with it. So we'll see, can Cloud9 fight themselves back into the series? They have tried a couple of things. Both games they did go for the Luna, so I guess they tried the same thing, just in an unusual way the second time, with a silencer mid, as well as, Bat right up being picked into a Weaver. So there was a lot of interesting things coming out from the side of Cloud9. Did not work out, as Team Empire, they still showed up big. I would be surprised to see if Empire once again receives that OD pick. It must be one of those bans that you must be worried about on the side of Cloud9. We'll see though. Meepo gets promoted with the Underlord. Slaughter, Shadow Demon by Team Empire, and the first pick will be that Earth Spirit like they did in the first game. So exactly the same little scenario as the first game. They get themselves the Earth Spirit. They love playing around this, and they could follow up with a lot of different things. Cloud9 in the meantime, they can get the Rubik and the Luna again. The question is, do you go for a third game with the Luna when it's not worked out already 2 times? We'll see. We'll see if they feel good enough about it. They could fall back and change it up with that Vengeful Spirit core as well. They do have that option if they feel like this elimination game, they want to just switch it up. They don't want to go for 3 games Luna and lose 3 games in a row. So maybe they want to just say, well, we've lost 2 Luna games, guys. Let's just change it up for the last one and see if that goes in a better direction. Alright, the Ogre Magi gets picked up by the side of Cloud9. Luna gets picked up with it, so they do change up the support pickup at the very least. So a small change comes along. The Darkseer will be picked up by Team Empire again as well. First game over again, pretty much, with the Earth Spirit and the Darkseer. Ban-wise, Cloud9, one of the next 2 bans must be the OD. The second one, what did they worry about in the last series? We do have the OD being banned out first, so they don't hesitate at all removing that. Team Empire is not going to get the OD a 3rd time in a row. And Empire themselves, Luna, Ogre, Magi. What else could come online? The Oracle gets banned out. We did see that in the first game against the Darkseer, so they want to make sure the Darkseer has a decent time in the lane. They could also go for either the well, I guess the... what do you even want to ban out here? Cloud9, are they worried about something like the Weaver? The Lifesteal perhaps against Luna is a little bit annoying. And with that Infest Bomb with the Earth Spirit, we did see that in the first game, so maybe they ban out the Chappie Lifesteal. And as for Empire, what do you want to ban out? I will be a little bit surprised if I don't see the Disruptor being banned out actually on the side of Cloud9. I feel like the OD has done a lot for the side of Empire. Obviously, in the last 2 games, FNE had beautiful games. He did so much work, carried them very, very nicely. But most of the team fights was also won because they had a Disruptor who could, secure a kill on one person with a Static Storm and glimpse back one of the core heroes every single time. So I feel like the Disruptor was a very big part of that fighting, and it still fits so incredibly well with that draft right now on the side of Team Empire. They have the Earth Spirit, Darkseer, and a Disruptor to follow that up with is going to be very, very potent. Cloud9, they ban out the Slug this time around. They do not want to play against Slug with the Luna. So we'll see. Do they get punished again? Nyx Assassin gets removed by Team Empire. They could go for the Disruptor themselves and deny pick it from Team Empire if they felt like it. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright guys, Rubik gets picked up again, so Cloud9, very, very similar draft as in the other couple of games. The Ogre Magi is going to be that big change, and as for the side of Team Empire, What is going to follow up better than that Disruptor? I'm confused why they're allowed to pick up the same heroes every single time, but well, the thing is, Empire, they're not really afraid of what Cloud9 does because obviously they've beat them 2 times already. So as long as they can get the picks they like, they will just go with it, they will roll with it, and then Cloud9, they're going to be the ones who have to play around it. The Weaver gets picked up now by Team Empire as well, so they do secure themselves potentially a safe laner. They could switch it up and go for the Weaver support as well, as that is definitely strong against both the Ogre Magi, the Luna, and the Rubik in terms of, just running around, Sakuchiing yourself up, denying the armor from the Luna so it gets a little bit easier to burn him down. It could be a support pickup, could be a carry as well. The Bat Rider is left in the pool, so it's kind of a way that they say, well, if you're going for the Bat Rider pickup in the offlane, then that is not going to work too well for you. Let's see, Cloud9, what do you do? Alrighty, guys. Cloud9. The fourth pickup offlaner or mid. I kind of feel like either they should go for the Shadow Fiend or the Silencer again. The Silencer, maybe even the Viper. They haven't brought out the Viper just yet. We saw that in the semifinals. They played Viper like 2 out of the 3 games they played there. So I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't seen the Baby Knight Viper. Like, it worked out very, very well for them. Again, the Bat Rider gets picked up by the side of Cloud9. I am not sure why. I guess this is because they just don't have that many offlane heroes left to pick. But I don't know. Don't they have other heroes they can pick? The thing is, we have seen Cloud9 play a lot of Legion Commander as well in the past. So between Legion and Bat Rider, isn't the Legion going to be more enjoyable to play against the Weaver in the lane? I don't know, man. It feels like Cloud9, they're just being forced out into weird picks again. And the Bat Rider, sure, it's a great initiation hero. It's a good frontlining type of hero. You can go in, you can get those lassos off, but against the Weaver in the lane, it's just so much harassment against that Bat Rider, and he got solo killed like 3 times, I believe, so he will not have a lot of fun. Team Empire then now go for the Ember Spirit as their fourth pickup. That is going to be their mid lane, and they still keep it a little bit hidden whether or not the Weaver is going to be a safe lane carry, even though it does suggest that they could go for the lifesteal as well and still have a good game, still have a good lane against the Bat Rider without having the Weaver as the core. We'll see. As the next ban from Cloud9, expecting a, well, I guess support hero at this point. The Disruptor must be banned out. In that case, still a very, very good hero. I mean, Team Empire, they have played Disruptor, both games, I believe? So that must be the direct hero you're thinking about banning away from that side. Unless they have, like, all hands on deck with the Weaver support. And in that case, it would be the lifestealer. The Disruptor gets removed, so not this time Empire. And Empire themselves, they need to ban away that mid hero from Cloud9. So the Silencer or the Viper or the Shadow Fiend. That's the 3 heroes that I'm currently thinking about onto Baby Nut. Obviously playing against the Ember Spirit gives you a little bit more freedom in the mid lane because you have, in many cases, a very good matchup. The Queen of Pain works well. The Shadow Fiend works well. You can go for that Viper if you wanted to. You can go for the Silencer again. The Silencer is still a decent hero against the Weaver with the Global Silence if you want to try and finish him off. The Shadow Fiend gets banned out by Team Empire. That is the one hero they do not want to play against, which makes sense. It is the hero that in most cases is picked up against Ember Spirit, so I guess if you just use the elimination method, then the Shadow Fiend comes out on top. And the Team Empire, what do they go for last pick? They don't have the Disruptor available. How can they draft around this? If we assume it's a Weaver core, then I guess maybe even the Dazzle could be an option. Bane is also very good. Could be strong. Defensive Nightmares. Onto the Bat Rider. Whoever gets lasted up by the Bat Rider is not that bad. Has some options for sure.
Crystal Maiden.
Alright, Crystal Maiden. That's also a nice synergistic combo. The CM with the Earth Spirit, you can you can root someone and set up for the Earth Spirit to roll into them. They have a lot of damage between these two heroes. They're great at roaming around together and doing a lot of damage in the lanes. So it fits the kind of game that Team Empire is looking for. They have the Weaver versus Batrider matchup. The Weaver can be all alone and he doesn't have to worry about anything, whereas the Earth Spirit and the CM can just, the CM can jungle, the Earth Spirit can roam around, and at some point when both of them have enough levels, they can try and put pressure on the Luna in the safe lane, maybe put pressure in the mid lane, as now it is going to be a Skywrath Mage final pick from Cloud9. We will have a Baby Knight Sky in the mid lane. Alright, I'll play along. Skywrath Mage, so what is good about the Skywrath Mage this game? Amazing against the Weaver. Once you have your level 6, you have the silence as well. You can very easily kill the Weaver. Rubik can lift him. They can stun him with Yoga Magi. If you get a Rod of Atos early on the Skywrath Mage, you can hold him in place yourself. So I like it. Silence into slow into all of that. Burst damage. Decent against the Ember Spirit in the mid lane as well. Obviously his Flame Guard will be able to tank a little bit of the damage, but silences in general is the best way to deal with this Ember Spirit, so it is going to cause him a lot of issues. As FN, you'll have to play around that. In the meantime, we do have Mipashka finding this Rubik. They do see that this camp is blocked. Well, they at least should expect that there's a ward or some sort of block or whatever. The roll comes out as it will hit onto the Earth Spirit. Iron Shell comes out as well. The Rubik is slowed a little bit. They need another hit off onto him, as that is going to give the Orb of Venom slow. Let's see, did they get the hit? They slow him a little bit, run him down. Another roll is going to be available in a couple of seconds. They will just try and run him down. They will do a little bit of damage. They will end it now as Mipashka will walk himself away. They should expect that there's something here though. They did block this camp, so this is their way of saying, well, Ghostic is not going to have a lot of fun jungling as we'll block his camp, so he's not able to do that, and we'll focus on killing him in the lane. As in the meantime, the Earth Spirit did put down a very aggressive ward for that Darkseer top lane. We have some high ground vision on each side, just scouting out whatever the hell is happening on the other opponent's side. And that's that. That is that. The Batrider will indeed be laning this time around. Moves himself to the top lane. Will start blocking a little bit. Skywrath Mage goes to the mid lane against this, well, Ember Spirit, I still imagine. Mipashka does help him by blocking a little bit. He most likely will start off in the mid lane as well, but he's facing up against an Ogre Magi this time around, so support versus support in the mid lane is going to go in favor of the Cloud9 squad most likely. The Ogre Magi is a little bit stronger than this Earth Spirit. Oh god, I'm having hiccups right now. That's horrible. And as for the top lane, Weaver, loads of branches, loads of tankos as well. He's ready to fight up against this Batrider. He wants to pick up his wand as soon as possible, and that is going to make this lane very easy. He'll go up, he'll pick it up, and that means the Batrider is not going to be able to harass him too much anymore. In the meantime, bottom lane, we have the roll in onto the Luna. Mipashka just does a little bit of damage. He will take an Iron Shell to his face as well. He didn't actually hit the Luna, so he didn't aggro the tower. He'll just walk himself away. He's taking a lot of burst damage here, though. The Earth Spirit may drop down here. He will have to micro himself around, but he does not juke well enough, as he will end up losing his life. There's a surge available on the Darkseer, but he thought that the Earth Spirit was going to be fine. He will have to back himself up as well. So that is the first spot going to the way of Cloud9 this time around. Bottom lane Ghostic still tries to do as much in terms of putting aggressive moves down. He doesn't want to go into the jungle courtesy of the sentry wall, so he knows he has the lane and he will do his very best doing so. He does have that surge available. He does get hit by a little loosened beam. He will walk himself away though. He doesn't want to use his surge as he knows that he's just going to get lifted back in. In the meantime though, he does get his level 3. The Earth Spirit is trying to leech a little bit in the bottom lane. In the meantime, trying to finish off these jungle creeps. He will get a little bit of fun because of that. The Luna is trying to contest it as much as possible. Just make sure he leeches a little bit. Oh, they roll in though. They get a hit onto the Luna. They will be able to stun him up if they want to. Oh no, they actually can't. The Earth Spirit is barely away from his level 2. If they had the level 2, they could have been able to kill the Luna there, but unfortunately he didn't leech enough. And let's see, in the meantime, the Rubik just pulls this little medium camp. Obviously, if you do the same thing as we saw the IO doing, it's, a slow way of killing these creeps. it is something you can do. As right now, maybe he's not going to be able to get the last hits, but he will be able to get a couple of creeps for himself, get some levels, which is better than nothing. In the meantime, in the bottom lane, we do see Luna a little bit in trouble under the tower as the Earth Spirit comes in. They do have the vision of him, they have the control, they'll roll on him, and they will get the kill as the Luna will be taking down. The Rubik being away from the lane is not going to be a good thing for the Luna. He will lose his life top lane. We do have the Bad Runner being focused on a little bit by this wave. He does go in aggressively with that Tsukuchi. In the meantime, we do have the Bad Runner popping his Firefly. I guess he was expecting to go on the Weaver, expecting to get a jump when that Tsukuchi ended, but it didn't go in the right way. In the meantime, okay, the Bad Runner did not get hit by the Swarm. I'm not sure how that worked, but I guess he missed. And as for the CM is not level 3, just jungling a little bit. He does have a couple of last hits for himself, and he doesn't really need to be in the lane with the Weaver. The Weaver is fine on his own. The CM can just, you know, rotate around, get his own farm or whatever. The Bad Rat in the meantime is level 3. Pretty much the same thing as the Darkseer. The Darkseer is actually ahead of him, has more last hits. So overall, Team Empire's game plan is going very well. Mid lane, we do have the Skywrath Mage dumpstering this Ember Spirit though, as he's sitting on 16 last hits versus the 2 last hits of the Ember Spirit. He's having a good time. The Ogre Magi is making sure that this Ember Spirit is getting absolutely nothing in the lane, as the Earth Spirit has been in the bottom lane for the bigger part of the game. So obviously the Ogre Magi have made sure that this Ember Spirit is suffering mid, as it is a 2 versus 1 lane. CM just, you know, jungles continuously. F and he stays in the jungle as well. He doesn't want to go back in the lane while this Ogre Magi is sitting here, as that is a painful scenario. I mean, he's barely level 3 on the Ember Spirit. He's not level 4 just yet, and the Ogre Magi himself, from just leeching the lane, he's higher level than the Ember Spirit. So for some reason he's also higher level than Baby Knight on the Skywrath Mage, so I guess he's maybe been leeching a little bit too well. But either way, FN will move back into the lane. We do have the CM making a rotation. He does spot out the Ogre Magi. They do know this is happening. In the meantime though, they don't care about FN. FN is like, you know, he's left alone. Empire, they're like, dude, just, you know, jungle, do whatever you want. The CM can help you jungle a little bit if you want to, but you're not going to get any help. We want to just shut down the Luna in the bottom lane. The Luna is sitting on 15 last hits right now, so he's a little bit behind in terms of last hits, and he did die that one time. So if they can continue killing him, this is going to be a very, very good way of pressuring. They do go in, they try to roll in. They roll past him though, and Miposh will have to go for the TP out. Does he successfully do that? He will get the TP out, he will survive. So a nice rotation from the Ogre Magi, but doesn't lead into any kills. Miposhka didn't, you know, he didn't panic TP to the shrine, as he will be able to continue farming. They will jungle a little bit with that Iron Shell as well, so he does successfully get some last hits, get some levels as well. And yeah, every single lane is going well, except for the mid lane for the side of Empire. The mid lane is awful. Cloud9, they have a lead simply because of Baby Knight just owning the Ember Spirit in this mid lane, but now the Earth Spirit is sitting in here. He is ready to go in case of emergency. But it looks like FN, he doesn't really need the help at the moment. The Ogre Magi is sitting behind of the Skywrath Mage as well, so not really going to be happening. Bad right in the top lane, almost level 6, soon ready to go in with his lasso. He does want to contest this camp, as that is a good amount of experience going his way. The Swarm comes out from the Weaver. The Weaver will take as much of that as he possibly can, but it looks like the Bad Rat did get enough. He's level 6 now, so level wise it's a much better game for the Bad Rat as well as compared to the last time. He's not died yet, and he does sit on 23 last hits, so much better bottom lane. The Ghost Stick maybe a little bit in trouble. The Earth Spirit comes in, they roll in, they try to focus down the Luna. The Luna is burning to those Iron Shells. Is he burning enough? Does it look like that's going to be the case? As the Illusion Beam comes out, looks like Miposhka goes for the silence onto the Luna. Not enough though, as they will both drop down in the bottom lane. As Empire, they lose 2 heroes and gain nothing. They gain nothing. This is what we call wah wah wow. Sad face, no space. Empire falling 1500 gold behind of C9. Okay, the CM in the jungle gets picked up by the Bad Rider. The Bad Rider is going to be in trouble though, as FN moves in. He gets the Searing Chains off onto him, and that TP out is not going to be happening, as they do get the counter kill. So that 1-for-1 does go in favor of Empire barely. Bottom lane again, we have this Darkseer in position, trying to put as much pressure as they possibly can, but this is maybe a little bit too much of the good stuff, as now comes Baby Knight. He doesn't have just enough mana to use his ultimate, so it looks like he will not be able to get the kill onto Ghost Stick, as he will just search himself away as the silence ends, and well, that kill attempt is not happening. Baby Knight simply does not have enough mana to pop that ultimate, so sad life then. FN in the meantime in the mid lane, he gets his level 6. He is also closing into his level 7. He is reaching a couple of last hits now. I mean, compared to being like 26 to 2, now being 40 to 25 is much better. Much better for sure. The CM is getting a decent amount of last hits as well, you know, sitting on 7 last hits right now. Still less than the Rubik, as Mr. Rubik have been pulling this camp nicely and just, you know, continuously killing the creeps there. We do have a 3-man smoke gun coming out from the side of Empire though. They're trying to find something. One of them does lose the smoke. It is in fog though, so they don't know that this is happening, and they will continue moving. They go into Baby in the mid lane. They roll in past him. They do have the stone available. They get the kick off. They get the hit. Skywrath Mage is going to be controlled. He's going to be frozen up by the CM with that frostbite, and they will go for the remnant spam as Empire's FN will get the kill, and he very much needed that kill. He will go and try and pick up that haste rune. Does he get it? No, it gets denied as the Bat Rider is just trolling him a little bit there. Style points to the Bat Rider. Style points to the Bat Rider. Alright, so let's see guys. Net worth wise, we do have the Weaver ahead, followed up by the Skywrath Mage. The Ember Spirit is actually, surprisingly enough, not that far behind anymore. Only 100 gold behind of the Skywrath Mage at the moment. He's farming nicely in the jungle. He is going for his Veil as the first item, so he's going for that magic damage Ember Spirit. Nothing unusual like we see Baby Knight once in a while do. The Luna is decently farmed as well. 1000 gold behind of the Weaver though, as the Weaver's farm is incredible in this, you know, solo lane against the Bat Rider. He's not feeling any pressure. The Bat Rider is getting okay farm, matching the Darkseer, but not really much more than that. And let's see the Earthspit in the bottom lane. He is level 5 right now. If he gets a good timing on his level 6, they can do a lot of work. As him being level 6 as well as a CM having his ultimate available, they get a lot of damage on these two support heroes. They can do so much compared to the Rubik as well as the Yoga Magi. I mean, the Rubik is level 6 right now, but it's a Rubik, you know, unless you steal a good damage spell or like a heavy stun spell, you don't really do that much damage. And the Yoga Magi being level 6, same thing here as well, you know, unless you get like a beautiful multicast, your burst damage is sort of limited. Whereas, you know, Magnetize and Crystal Nova, that's well, what's it called? Freezing Field and Magnetize, that's amazing spell. Alrighty, boys. We're waiting for it. We're waiting for the level 6s. We're waiting for the ultimates. We're waiting for some kind of gank to arrive. As the Ember Spirit, he does have that Invis available. He is going into the enemy jungle. They do have a Sentry Ward put down, though. They do see the Ember Spirit. So even though he does have the Iron Shell, it's maybe not going to be enough to kill this Rubik. He does go in. He does pop his Remnants as well. He's very close to this Rubik. He may be able to get enough, but he used all of his Remnants to just pop him. And, well, that is not going to be enough. So sadly, FN, he will not get that little kill opportunity. Nice try though. In the meantime, in the top lane, we do have the Weaver dropping down as Cloud9. They move in, they get that silence, they get the hold, and they get the kill with that lasso into the Mystic Flare from this Skywrath Mage core. And that is what you want to see. You want to see this Weaver just being punished aggressively from the sky. That's what you have to do when you are Cloud9 in this game. You need to make sure the Weaver is not out farming the Luna by repeatedly killing him. And on the top lane, we do have the Darkseer room moving in, maybe a little bit too aggressively though, as the Bat Rider does a lot of damage with all of those stacks of napalm. In the meantime, we do have the Earthspit moving in as well. They want to get something. The Yoga Magi does get controlled, does get slowed. Ember Spirit comes in as well. Flame Guard comes out. He goes for the stun. It's not going to be enough, as he will be killed by FN, as they do get that one kill in return, losing the Darkseer. That's at least one kill going that way. Alright, mid lane. Oh, pause. Not sure what the pause is for, but either way, looks like the Weaver is very much in trouble. He is perched up by this little perch tree from the Luna. He is silenced, he is slowed, he is stunned as well with the Lucent Beam, so I'm not sure this guy's going to be able to survive. What's it called? Silence for a couple more seconds. One more Arcane Ball should be enough damage to bring him down. They will at least very much attempt to. The sad thing about this pause is, like, well, now the Baby Knight as well as Mr. Ace, they can be like, okay, do we have enough damage? How much damage do we need to be able to kill him? Is it going to be enough? Blah blah blah. But you know, it was Empire that paused, so I guess you can't really say that the pause is favoring Cloud9 in the mid lane when it comes to the kill, because they're the ones pausing. So that may happen. We'll see. Is the Weave ND going to drop down? Purge, silence. Let's see if they get the control. Looks like they decided that they don't have the damage. He was on what, 380 HP, so one Arcane Bolt probably would not have been enough. It's kind of hard to tell though. 120 damage plus the intelligence multiplier, so it's probably like roughly around like 250 maybe at this point. Not enough to actually kill him there. They needed to get some right clicks in as well, and they just decide that it is not going to be happening. They'll back themselves up. Chappie will pop his time lapse and he will survive for sure. In the meantime, 3-man smoke gang comes out from the side of Empire. They want to now be the ones looking for kills. They do have the level 6 available. The Magnus has already been used once though in that top lane. And let's see, mid lane, they go in, they get a nice jump. They don't get the hit on the Luna with the roll though, but they do get the kill on the Luna nonetheless. The Skywrath does get his ultimate off. The Earthquake will be the first one to fall. Freezing field from the CM, full duration though. He's doing so much damage. They will lose him nonetheless though, as that's just so much damage on the side of Cloud9. They get the CM, they get the Weaver, they get the Earth Spirit, and well, it looked like a very good fight for the side of Empire, but there was just simply not enough damage. As the Skywrath mage, obviously doing a lot of damage, the Bat Rider with his Firefly burning everyone down, and the CM just stood his ground, just held his ground, popped his freezing field, tried his best, but it was not enough. Not enough. Alrighty, guys. 3-for-1 trade-off, still in favor of Cloud9 right now. The net worth lead is roughly 2,000 gold and also 2,000 experience. So they are having a good time. They do have the blink available on that Bat Rider as well. That's always used in the first fight right there. The Ogre Mage is moving towards an urn, so just a small item. The Skywrath Mage almost has his Rod of Athos completed as well, as he only needs a little bit more gold. The Luna in the bottom lane pops his Eclipse. FN goes in very aggressively, but he will be able to remnant himself away, so that is a wasted Eclipse, not doing anything. As that was a very nice bait from Mr. FN, having one defensive remnant available, not going full YOLO with his remnant. In the meantime, the Luna may drop down. He has to roll in. They get the initiation with the Earth Spirit. He may be able to kill this guy, and indeed he does get the kill. The stun toss comes out. The Ogre Magi will be the next one to fall. They get 2 kills. And that is going to be Empire back on the map, back on the road, as they get 2 very nice kills. Alright, 2 kills going that way. The Luna is once again dead. The Weaver is still the most farmed hero in the game, a little bit ahead of the Skywrath Mage. The Luna is dropping down very, very low, as he's been picked off a couple of times. He's not really been gaining any kills, as the Eclipse failed in that bottom lane. I believe that was the first Eclipse they actually tried to use as well. So he needs to start getting kills, tower gold, and just continue farming heavily, as this Weaver is getting very scary. He does have his Dragon Lance as Aquila completed. He's moving towards that Maelstrom. They come in from the back. They try to take this fight. They go in. The lasso comes out on the Darkseid. The Darkseid may lose his life, but is it going to be worth it? The Skywrath Mage is controlled. He's hit by the stun from Mipashka. Well, the freezing field comes out. They get 2 kills instantly. The Battle as well as the Skywrath Mage is dead. On the side of Cloud9. Now the next one is going to be the Rubik. Chappie, he follows down the Luna. In the meantime, the Luna is going to be dropping down as well. If he keeps on running, he will get that kill. Shrine gets popped. It's going to take him a very, very long time to get this kill. Looks like Chappie's a little bit in danger. He will use the time lapse. Mipashka is still coming in. He does have the roll available. We do have the TP being cancelled as well from the Ogre Magi. And now the Luna, does he drop down? They need to get this kill. Chappie, he's like, you know, stun him for the love of God. But Chappie, he will be able to get the kill. So that is in the end a 4-for-2 trade-off. They lost the CM as well, as I believe the Ogre Magi managed to get a kill on him, but that is a very, very small constellation price to the side of Cloud9. They lost a big, big fight there. Pushkin in the mid lane. Okay, he gets rotted up. He gets controlled. They don't have a Mystic Flat just yet, but they will be able to use it in a second. They will pop it as well, as that is going to be a dead Earth Spirit in the meantime. Skywrath Mage, he's dropping very low on mana. Ogre Magi will be focused down on the side of Cloud9. Root onto the Rubik as well. The Ogre Magi does drop down. Empire needs to back themselves up. Chappie's very low. He only has a couple more uses of his Sakuchi available. We do have the Root coming out on that Battle Rod as well. They want to keep him controlled. And looks like Haste Rune. Oh, the Haste Rune gets picked up by the Battle Rod. Can they get the kill on this Weaver? He will back himself up. Looks like he will be fine. As that was looking a little bit terrifying if they could use that Haste Rune to get a quick kill. Well, that is not happening. 1-for-1 trade-off in the mid lane. Earth Spirit for that Ogre. Which is fine. That's fine. Alright, let's see though. The Weaver still just banking up gold. I'm a little bit surprised that he wants to go for the Maelstrom again this game. I mean, it feels like a good game to go for the Desolator, but Maelstrom, Lightning is very annoying against heroes with Blink at the very least. So that is something that he gets out of it. We'll see if he changes his mind. The Desolator would be the direct approach at the very least. The CM is trying to go for an Urn, just tank himself up, get some Urn charges running. The Earth Spirit in the bottom lane, he is looking like he's going for Glimmer Cape or maybe a Pipe. Depends what kind of greedy Earth Spirit he is, if he feels like he's going to be able to get a lot of gold this game. The Ember Spirit in the meantime, Veil completed, Blink completed as well, so he is he's very mobile on this Ember Spirit. Oh, top lane. The Bad Runner goes in, gets the last off, but he goes a little bit too far as the Mystic Flare is going to be off point. They don't get a kill on the CM. In the meantime, we do have the Skywrath Mage being run down. He's hit by that swarm. They run him down. FN goes in with initiation with his remnants. Looks like Chappie is going to be able to get this kill on Baby Knight. The next one is going to be the Bad Runner. He will blink himself away. Rubik is spotted out though. He does have a Swarm Stone. He can go for New Steel. He needs to steal the Sakuchi if he wants to survive though, but he's getting controlled. He's getting killed as he will drop down as well. 2 kills this out of Empire as Cloud9 again. They're just being overrun. Bottom lane, they are pushing in with this Luna, trying to take down the T1 tower, but it's full HP. It will take them a while to bring down. And in the meantime, the T1 tower on the top lane did get taken down by Miposhka. He's pushing on further. He's level 10. He does have a decent amount of armor this year as well, so he could go for something big like the pipe. We'll see. We will see. Glimmer Cape is probably the best item you can get though, because Glimmer Cape is such a good way to counter the Skywrath impact. Just, you know, whoever gets rotted up, you just Glimmer Cape them and hope for the best. In the meantime, in the mid lane, still a couple of seconds before the Mystic Flare is available. He tries to go and he gets the Mystic Flare off. He does get the kill on the Darkseid, but he loses his own life as FN goes in, gets his Remnant spam off, and that is a dead Skywrath Mage again, as the trade-off is once again in favor of Empire. Those 1-for-1 trade-offs is not favoring the Skywrath Mage. Baby Knight needs to be careful in the backlines. We do see the Luna being jumped on. He gets slowed, he gets rotted up. He does have his clips available. He tries to get it off. It's not doing anything though, as it's going to be way too late. And that is a big cooldown as well as a dead Luna on the side of Cloud9. This is looking bad as Cloud9, they're just losing everything right now. They're now 4,000 gold behind of Empire. As Empire, they're looking good, they're looking good. Maelstrom completed on this Weaver as well. He's looking for BKB next, so he wants to go for the Mjolnir / BKB style. Alright. Urn up and running on the CM as well. Next will be that 4-staff, the Earth Spirit. Did he go for the Glimmer Cape? Yeah, looks like the Glimmer Cape is completed, so you can help whoever gets rotted up by the Skywrath Mage or lassoed by the Bat Rudder. It's a little bit better, so someone doesn't take as much damage. Chappie in the middle needs to be a little bit careful. They are trying to bring down the T1 tower in the mid lane very, very badly. They should be able to do that, but I guess they will deny it now. TP comes in from the Luna in the meantime. They will want to take this fight. The Batrunner does have his Blink initiation available. They put down some sentry wards, as both teams will be fighting about the sentry wards. Yogamite in the meantime is taking a lot of time. He will be stone kicked up, and he will be remnanted up on by FN. A little dead ogre. Bad Runner goes in, gets the last off onto the Weaver. Oh, but the Mystic Flare's off point again. He doesn't get to move. In the meantime, in the backlines, the Bad Runner gets taken down. The Skywrath Mage will be removed from the game by the side of Empire. The Luna gets found, gets focused, gets killed. That is 4 people dead inside of Cloud9. They're just losing everything. This is not happening. This is just not happening. They're just making some small mistakes every single time. This is like the 3rd or the 4th Mystic Flare we see that's barely off mark. And, you know, if you don't get the kills with the Skywrath Mage in the early game, then when are you going to get the kills? As this is why he's strongest. So if they lose fights now, there's no coming back from that. There's no coming back from that. Right now, they're 7.5 thousand gold behind of Empire. Empire, they're just looking way too strong. Cloud9, they must be a little bit tired by now. But Boots of Trials is completed by the Ember Spirit. Blink on Ghostic on that Darkseid on top of his mechanism. He is moving towards that pipe as the next item, as he will be the one going for the defensive approach for his team with the pipe. The CM can go for his 4-staff soon enough if he continues being part of the fights. Meanwhile, top lane, Miposhka, he's looking for initiation. If he can get a couple more kills for himself, he can go for Blink as well. He goes for the Glimmer Cape, tries to keep himself close to the Batrunner. He will go a little bit closer. He will get the hit off. Magnetize comes out. Silence comes out. In comes FN, and Batrunner, he will be burning. As Miposhka sets up very nicely for that kill on the Batrunner. FN has been all over the place this game as well. He started out so horribly in the lane, but Now he's number 2 in terms of net worth. The Weaver is ahead. The Darkseer is number 3. Like, everyone inside of Empire is just doing so much work. In the top lane, we do have Baby Knight hiding himself. He does go in, tries to go for a solo kill on the Darkseer. But again, this is going to be a 1-for-1 trade-off. If he even gets the kill, the Glimmer Cape will keep the Darkseer alive. And barely the Darkseer survives. And again, the Skywrath Mage tries to pop him and loses his life in the backlines. We do see the CM maybe dropping down to this Luna. But here comes FN again. They're all over the place. The Weaver will be able to get the kill on the Luna here. And the Rubik is going to be the next one to fall. He does have his little Crystal Nova available to slow them. He will try and walk himself away. But ooh, FN, he's just not having any mercy. No mercy, boys. No mercy. 3-for-1 trade-off. Still 1,000 gold going in favor of Empire. They are now passing that 10,000 net worth lead mark at 20 minutes into the game. 24 for 14. The last tier 2 tower is going to be in the top lane. Once they get that, they can get the shrines. And, well, we haven't even begun to think about the Roshan yet, as both teams have been too busy fighting each other to do anything about that. I don't think there's a very easy chance for Cloud9 to get the Roshan, because even if they were to hit it, the only one who can actually do damage to the Roche is the Luna, as the Battlerite is awful, the Sky is awful, so they don't really have that option. In the meantime, we see the Battlerite just scouting himself out. He does have a gem now picked up. That's like the panic move. You are in trouble, everything is going wrong, get a gem on the Battlerite as soon as you can, so you can take away the vision from the enemy, because them having good vision means that they can find you and they can kill you very easily. The Luna does finally have that Dragon Lance completed. He's moving towards a Yasha, but the farm on this Luna is just not happening. Battlerite with a 4-star as well. The Ogre Magic does have his urn. The Rubik, well, just Tranquil Boots. He's sitting actually on enough gold to buy a Blink if he wanted to. So not the worst farm in the world on this Rubik. But it's just about, well, do you actually go for that Blink? I guess that is still the best option. I mean, right now he's maybe wondering, well, is a 4-star going to be better? But Blink on Rubik is usually the way you go. The T2 tower drops down in the top lane. The shrine will be taken down as well by Empire. And now they should be looking for the Roshan if they just want to go for this straight up, we are fat, we can fight, we can do whatever we want kind of thing. And indeed, they will go for the Roshan. BKB is up on the Weaver as well. The Ember Spirit, what is the next item for him? The Maelstrom is going to be his next big item. He can complete it now as well, as he's sitting on 3,000 gold. That pipe is soon completed by the Darkseer as well. The CM's 4-star should be soon up. Earth Spirit does have a Blink as well, so they have everything ready to take the next fight. T1 down the bottom lane will be taken down, as that is the second tile that C9 manages to get for themselves. But this is now Aegis time. Empire, they want to go in, they want to pressure, they want to take one more fight that they can win. Double damage rune is available on the Weaver now, so if they can take a fight within the next 30 seconds, that DD will make it very easy for the Weaver to bring down people. In the mid lane, let's see if they can push it down fast enough. We'll push it out. The creep wave is coming in there. Looks like it's not going to be in time to use that DD. But either way, bottom lane we do have the Skywrath Mage sitting down here. Will have to TP himself back to the base eventually, as they're not looking to back up on the side of Empire. They want to just push everything down. FN is going to be pushing the top lane in. He does have... Okay, he actually changes his build a little bit. Doesn't want to go for the Maelstrom just yet. He wants to go for the Mantis style, which makes sense. Good way to dodge that silence from the Skywrath Mage, obviously, and you don't really need more damage right now. Like, you have plenty of damage. In the meantime, in the bottom lane, do they know the Skywrath Mage is down here? FN does pop his Remnant. They should know that the Sky is down here. It's just about, are they actually trying to bait him with FN? Is this like the biggest bait in the universe? They do have the 4 heroes in the meantime hitting the shrine. Empire. FN will just push on further, and looks like Baby Knight's little attempt will be futile, as he's not really going to be close enough to kill this guy, and he will have to just wait or TP himself back home. Alright, let's see. In the meantime, the shrine got taken away by Empire. They still have the Aegis for the next like 3, maybe 3.5 minutes, so they can go for another push if they want to. This Rubik looks very weird. It's like that hump crystal thing. What's it called? Hump effect or whatever you have. It's the most retarded thing in the world. Looks amazing though. It looks amazing, let's be honest. It looks amazing. Look at him. He's having fun. Alrighty guys. Yasha completed on the Luna. He will go for the BKB next. FN does show himself in the top lane. He will be pushing this out. He does have an active Remnant in the bottom area, obviously, as he wants to be able to fight with his team. The tier 3 tower on the bottom lane will be pushed in by Chappy. Chappy goes in. He may drop down instantly. Does have that BKB. He doesn't want to use it though, as that Glimmer Cape is going to keep him alive. He gets the time lapse off. He does survive. They go back. FN goes in. Vacuum into the remnants. As Baby Knight takes so much damage, he will be burning down in the backlines. They don't manage to save him. The Luna loses his life as well. Buyback comes out instantly from the side of Cloud9. BKB has been popped by the Weaver in the meantime. They will have to back themselves up. Lasso comes out from the battle. He drags back the Darkseer. They will be able to get this one kill, but they've already lost 2, and they have bought back their Luna, so that BKB is going to be miles away for this guy. Again, a good fight for Empire. They poke, they get something, and they back themselves out. They're doing very, very nicely at just, you know, taking exactly what they can get and nothing more. As FN, you know, the Mantis style is completed now, so the Rod, the Silence, whatever they want to shoot at him is not going to be an issue anymore. The only way they can kill him now is going to be through the Bat Rider's lasso. So that is the one and only way they can control and kill this Ember Spirit. Unless he dives a little bit too deep, of course. And in the meantime, the other heroes, well, the Weaver, BKB is up. He does still have that Aegis. He wants to go for the next push. BKB is going to be up in 20 seconds, so they should be able to continue. All of the spells is going to be up very soon for the side of Cloud9. They have all of the heroes alive as well. Lasso still on cooldown for the next 15 seconds. Let's see, they go in. They try to force something. FN goes in deep. He gets a kill on the Rubik. They get the Ogre Mage as well. He's still alive with a Glimmer Cape, but only barely. In the background, you have the Mystic Flag coming out. Not doing enough damage though, as Chappy is going to be alive on his Weaver. The Ogre Mage will be healed up by that Shrine. And let's see, do they continue doing the damage? The Silence comes out onto the Weaver. The Weaver does have his BKB available again, as he can use it whenever he feels like the tier 2 tower will be taken down. They go in, the Vacuum comes out. The Ogre Master will be taken away, this time by the Lasso. Chappy goes in with a BKB. Skywrath Mage will be killed, as Chappy is still alive, will be healed up by the Urn. In the meantime, the Aegis is still available. Looks like Empire, they want to take one set of frags here, and GG well played will be called as Cloud9. They know they're way too far behind. This is just not happening. They can't kill anyone. And they will lose this best of 5 show match 3-0. Empire. Empire, they are just rolling over the winners of Omen Dota 2 Cup, guys. That's one way to do it. 3-0. As Empire, they are not going to be playing more games than they have to. And, well, they show up big. They show up big. Alright, guys. I got invited by people. Apparently, I'm popular. Either way, that is a very, very good series. 3-0. Normally we want to have it all the way to the 5 games, but Team Empire, they just show that they are way too strong at the moment. Stop inviting me, goddamn plebs. Either way, that is Empire. You know, they ended the series like they started the series with this Miposhka Earth Spirit plus Darkseer kind of duo. They changed it around this time a little bit. Didn't go for the lifesteal again. They went for the Weaver instead, but the Weaver 2 games worked out perfectly, and the Luna just got rolled over 3 games in a row. Normally we like, well, Luna gets picked up, Luna wins the games, but 3 games in a row, Cloud9, they have Luna and they lose the game, so that clearly did not happen. GG well played by Empire. That is the end of the day. That is the end of Dota2 Omen Cup. No more matches, no more nothing. I hope you enjoyed, guys. You're welcome to follow me on my Twitch. You're welcome to follow me on my Twitter as well, which is MadKingsDota. And, well, if you want to give me some feedback, that is fine. You can do that anywhere you'd like. GG well played. And, well, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Some music will be put up now, and we can chill a little bit. And then the stream will drop down momentarily.